It's not gonna be good.
All right.
It's not gonna play. Let me see them then. Let me see them then. Let me see them then.
You are now tuned into The Trap, your home for all things urban, hip-hop, and pop culture. I'm your host, Jack LaFlame.
Your boy Bump.
Pretty boy Dev.
It's your boy Tulak J in the building.
And let's get into it. All right, let's start off with the Migos. When's the last time, let's be honest, when's the last time y'all heard anything of the Migos?
Not recently.
Not really.
Nothing recent.
I think it says 2019.
2010.
Nah,
2010.
that's too much. That's too much.
I
That's
mean,
too much.
The last tape they dropped was what, like 17, 18?
It was 78.
It was like 17, 18.
Already, it's already done. It's already
Keep going.
Okay. All right. So look, we gonna talk about the rise and fall of Migos because there's a lot of speculation. A lot of people are thinking that the Migos fell. I don't know what y'all think personally, but I'm ready to hear y'all out, and then I'll go last. So
I don't think they failed. It's just too early to say they failed. They got a lot of hit records out. You know what I mean? Like people still jam.
Right.
People still like them. People still mess with the Migos.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say they done. I say they got, you know what I'm saying, another chance to get back to it and see how the next album looks. So
Nah, I feel like they're doing their own thing for right now because you know Takeoff is doing his own thing.
Right.
He came out with a couple songs. It's kind of banger though.
Nah, see what I think is that what you just said is one of the things that aided in them quote unquote falling off.
I was gonna say the same thing.
That doing their own thing, that failed horribly. I think they did it. They did it. No,
Quavo was just probably the worst one.
Look,
yeah, I say
they did it.
First of all, we talking about the single. If we're gonna they all three made their own single album.
All three, Quavo was the best one.
No, Takeoff had the best one. In my opinion, it was
one.
Takeoff, Offsets, and then Quavo.
But
Quavo, his voice is just, you need other people for him. You can't. I would not hear a Quavo solo song.
Quavo
also-
is more just like a hype beast. That's basically what Quavo is.
Not even that. We ain't even talking about who the best is. What you said was them doing their own thing. I think they did it too early. Let's be logical here. Culture 2 was when the most mainstream they've ever been, and then the next album they drop is solos. I think they should have kept capitalizing on that instead of now breaking up, dropping solo things.
Right. So let me hop on to what you were saying. So
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. So Culture 1. It was fire. Obviously, you know their numbers was going crazy.
Yeah,
Culture
Street-
2
yeah.
was also
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, Streets on
Now-
Lock, but Culture 2
Now
brought the
they,
mainstream.
Culture 2 was more mainstream, but it was still
It was
still
good.
good.
It was
It was
good.
still good.
Yeah.
So then now they want to go and do their solo albums. That's where they messed up because they lost all like the their listeners and all that. It was like a flop.
Let's be honest, they're not talented enough to
But
be
we
solo.
all know once Culture 3 comes out, they're gonna go right back up. Like it's just a matter of time.
fell
That's
off.
only if it's good though.
Migos fell off.
might-
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
People want to hear
Might need
Migos.
features to actually.
I mean,
help, or
they're
you think it's
gonna have features.
naturally
They're gonna
grow
have features
because of-
regardless.
Yeah, they're the Migos.
They're the Migos. They're gonna have
Look,
features regardless.
It's
You
not
think
that
might
they
do something new like that.
It's not the music is not even a problem. They make good
Migos
music.
fell off.
It's the fact that they separated. That people
look,
didn't like that.
You got to look at it from. It's always easy looking at it from our perspective. Think about it from a label perspective. Y'all, we had a budget for the Migos, but now we have to split a budget up to promote 3 different artists. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
When
It's
we
tough
could
for-
just
it's
spend
tough
that
for the
as a
label.
so it's a lot of things that played into it. Our quality of music is one part, but we were just talking about this before we started filming. Promotion is major. And now you got 3 different artists on one label. Now they have to split a budget up between 3 different people instead of promoting one group. You got to think about that. That's what helped Offset was the fact that he was with Cardi B.
Right.
His album sold the most. I don't think it was the best out of the 3, but it sold the most because of his connection with Cardi B. That's free promo.
And also the drama that they had that was going on as well. So, and also another reason why people think that the Migos fell off is because, for the longest they were obviously in Quality Control. That was Quality Control's major artists was the Migos, putting all their time and money in the Migos. But now it has changed recently, and now Lil Baby's at the top.
Yep.
So they're more
And I
invested
think
into
it was
Lil Baby.
It was a little beef in that situation. A little jealousy played out in that.
Of course,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
of course. there will
Almost
be,
caused
yeah.
the whole holiday music. To
I
break
would
up.
imagine it'd be jealousy.
Of
when it
course,
comes
yeah,
to-
yeah. So what y'all think, man? Y'all think that Lil Baby being the top now priority is gonna hurt the Migos anyway.
For
sure.
Yeah,
Because think about it,
Right.
it's 3 of them and 1 of him.
Right.
It's more money to spend with the Migos than it would be with the Baby.
True.
Lil Baby.
They're gonna put more money to the Baby.
And Lil Baby, he's
Lil
more
Baby,
in
Lil
that
Baby.
age range right now.
Yep.
Where he's catching
And-
more of the younger crowd.
Right, yeah, he's
And
now
he's
he's
on the
got
come
the
up right
streets
now.
unlocked.
Yeah,
No, now
He's
he-
on the come
got-
up right now.
not
So
even-
Look,
come on, he's
that's the
in,
thing.
he's
That's the
up
thing.
now,
That's
he's
the
up.
thing with artists is labels. They love to get people when they got the
Yeah.
streets unlocked.
Because-
Once they're mainstream, they're done. with
Because
them.
guess what? Guess what? Yeah, Jack made a perfect point. Have you ever seen the Lil Baby on Jimmy Kimmel? No.
Nah.
Have you ever seen him like doing these good morning? They didn't have to spend that mainstream promo money to get him number 1.
yeah.
The streets on lock. That's free promo. Oh,
that's free.
Like that's free promo in a sense. They don't have to spend this good. They don't have to spend this mainstream money to get a. It's a better return on their investment than spending it with the Migos. I got $1 million. I'm gonna make more of that $1 million back, spending it on Lil Baby versus spending it on the Migos. At the end of the day, this is a business. QC, that's a business.
And,
at the
and
end
on
of
top
the
of
day.
that, Lil Baby, he bringing a lot of his homeboys in. That's
Yep.
pretty good. Like 42, what are the 42?
Doug, yeah, 42
Yep.
Doug.
So it's a lot. He's bringing in a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, to the label as well. So,
Yep.
you got to look at that too.
And that 4 PF chain?
Yeah.
That thing was at Walmart too, boy.
So,
Don't forget
yeah.
about that. That chain was at Walmart. People
Well,
was
yeah,
popping the
man,
4
yeah.
PF
But
chain at
you
Walmart.
want-
But definitely the Migos, I won't say they fell off.
Yeah, I
but
won't say they fell off.
They took a slant. It was
Yeah.
a slant.
I think-
it was a little bit.
I think people take the term fall off and they use it so loosely.
Out of context, because
Yes,
obviously
yeah,
the Migos
yeah.
up here and now
Yeah.
they're right here. Now, they
Look,
fell off. You're
not-
not falling off until you down here.
No,
Yeah.
not even. You don't fall off until you drop a project people don't,
And don't sell.
react to. Because we can't say Kendrick or J. Cole fell off just because they haven't dropped. If their most recent project was hitting, you can't say they fell off. We can say they declined with this whole separation.
Right.
But now if they drop Culture 3 and nobody react to it, it's everywhere in the like promo on point.
Yeah.
You seeing it everywhere, but people not reacting to it.
I agree with
Then
that.
you can say, okay, they fell off. But we can't say it.
You can only say
Third album, we gonna come back and rehash this
right. You can only
conversation.
say somebody fell out if they're constantly flopping on what they
and
put
on
out.
top of that, I think a little bit too. I don't think, I don't think they as hot as they used to be.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They not. It's not fresh. Their music is not fresh.
It's not
Whereas,
fresh.
like,
That's all. But I'm telling
what
you,
I mean?
once Culture 3 comes out and
We'll
all
see.
3 of them are back together,
We'll
I
have
can't
to see,
them.
man,
Right,
because-
right. But
Look, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't
It's
know
not
if y'all
popping.
heard the song he did with NBA song they did with NBA YoungBoy Need It, bro. Song lit, fire. It's not their lack of quality of music because they had some big features. They had Travis, Young
Yeah, they always
Thug,
got big features,
NBA. It's just the promotion of it because the songs were good. It's just the promotion of it. It wasn't received because people didn't know about it because it wasn't put in front of them. Because
Yeah.
you got Lil Baby, you got a lot of new, you got a lot of.
Yeah, I'm
Roddy
not gonna
Ricch
lie,
had
like,
Roddy
what-
Ricch had the freaking. He had the charts on lock with. You had a lot of new
Yeah, he
people
had that
coming
shit.
in.
He had a lot.
That was in that lane and that sound kind of somewhat.
that's crazy
That
because
was-
like
yeah.
you know that Young Boy and Migos song, like
That
I mean
sounds good.
obviously I knew it came out, but like you didn't really see it out like on social
Yeah.
media a lot, like that song
on
was out,
radio
you know?
play.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
all
no,
that.
you
So
didn't really see it like, but it was a good. I like the song. I like the vibe. I like the video. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's like a play on what's that movie? Don't Be a Menace to Society.
Oh,
while
yeah,
drinking.
yeah.
Bro. But I think it's a promotion thing, and I'm gonna dig deeper into this. I'm gonna poke it even more.
we just gotta wait when Culture 3 comes out.
What I think, but look, do we know what happened with that situation though with the label? Did they solve that? That's a big part in dropping a.
Yeah.
Right,
I think Quavo came out and said like, they cool because you know what I'm saying. They ended up. They said they're not gonna break up
True.
the crew.
But
you know
guess
I
what?
mean?
One thing that'll never be the same is once you fight with somebody or y'all
I mean,
have,
the loyalty.
Yeah,
ain't
that
gonna-
relationship is
it's
never gonna be the same.
It's never gonna be the same. And guess what? I feel like with the singles that the Migos were kind of dropping, I think the reason they weren't a part of it not being promoted the proper way was the budget being split with Lil Baby.
And
But
think
on
about
top
it,
of that,
yeah.
I also think that look, when stuff happens, that doesn't mean it's fresh. Just because when we found out about the whole debacle with QC and the Migos, that wasn't new. That had probably been going on for months and months and months. That wasn't QC's first time probably seeing that. So guess what? If QC know it's some feathers being ruffled.
But also they
and you
came out with an interview where they all sat down
Yeah.
and they were speaking on it how like it wasn't just them, it was like the Universal, the label that's,
but
that's attached to quality that was really forcing them not to put out music.
Yeah, but
they had to sit on music for a while.
Something 300,
But-
something
but
like that.
300 entertainment.
Again,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
stir, but no. Remember, they had got off at 300. That's how they got with Q.
Oh.
The 300 thing that was something
But
before what they had now.
Yeah, but I think universal quality.
I think it's easy. Like we don't know nothing, but I always think it's easy to blame if you see me face to face, and I could easily blame somebody you never gonna see face to face. I'm gonna blame it on Universal.
Yeah.
Universal don't know me or us. If money coming in, they give the full control to QC. How they gave full control to Cash Money, Young Money with Wayne them, because Universal has Cash Money, Young Money, Drake and Nicki got complete creative control. So you can't blame it on Universal because they not foot soldiers. QC are the foot soldiers. They know what's hot and what's not. Universal was just listening to QC. What Universal did was give QC a loan. They give you, let's say, $100 million that Birdman got. That's a loan. If you flip my money, I don't care who drop. As long as you flipping my money and I'm getting my investment, I don't care who drop. It's the label that really has that last say so because they in the studio with these guys. They see them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think them blaming it on Universal it's a cop out, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, all right. Speaking of Lil Baby and quality control, Lil Baby himself said in the next decade of rap, he's got the top 3 artists to be on top for the next decade is The Baby, Roddy Ricch, and Meg Thee Stallion. What do y'all think about that? And who do y'all think are gonna be y'all can give me 2 or 3. It don't matter for the next decade.
Yeah, who y'all think got the next decade on
Yeah.
lock?
I don't know. I gotta say Lil Baby over the Baby because the Baby's kind of older. He's like what, just turned 29.
But even before we get into that, the list Lil Baby got. You see any flaws in that? He said Roddy Ricch, The Baby, and Megan Thee Stallion got the next decade on lock.
Okay, let me go first. So I don't really see a flaw, but I don't agree with the list. So I understand why he said Roddy Ricch. Like I get it. He only put out one major album, but it was good, and Roddy Ricch has a lot of potential. It's up for him. It's up to him. His make or fall is on him, but he has a lot of potential. So I could see that one.
I think his sophomore album gonna be
right.
The truth.
The truth. Yeah, it's where it will put him in. Yeah. Right. And with Meg Thee Stallion, I would disagree, but I see why is because, females have recently been a big part of rap now.
Big.
And she's been in the game for a while, so her time is running up. And
wow, that's crazy.
Now you got the 2 biggest, it's Cardi or Meg Thee Stallion, and we all know Meg is a better artist than Cardi B.
If I had to put Megan over Cardi, pick
right.
Megan over Cardi.
And the baby puts out bangers. Right. He puts out catchy music.
Megan
The baby. One thing about the baby, which is why. Hold on. The Baby's songs always end up on TikTok. All his songs are always a
and
TikTok.
Megan's too.
There's a lot of songs that always end up on TikTok.
And Megan's, yeah.
Aside from that, bringing it just back to the Megan thing, people get so easily clouded by what's in their face. Just because something is constantly in your face doesn't mean it's producing. We learned that with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine he broke the live record for when he got out of jail.
Yeah.
He everywhere in everybody's face. When the album dropped, 50K.
Right.
So I want to take it back to Megan Thee Stallion, what you said with Megan Thee Stallion.
I think that situation is a little too different. It's a little different.
Look,
it's a little different.
No. What I'm saying is, it's not different because you want to know why?
He's more of a troll.
Look,
Megan is not really much of a troll.
We gonna get to that. You gotta understand. You gotta let me get my point out.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's one and the same because when we do see Megan Thee Stallion,
all we think about is the Tory
mostly
situation.
about music. And I'm gonna say another thing. What I'm saying is shock value versus me actually liking your music. You want to know why it's one and the same? Megan Thee Stallion is in all of our faces. She's winning. How many awards she won last year? Come on, them awards. It was all politics. She signed with Roc Nation. They were Jay-Z. We have Rihanna signed with Roc. That's a big.
Roc Nation has ties.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, we can't ignore the fact that Megan Thee Stallion dropped 2 albums last year, and with both of those albums combined, still didn't sell more than Nicki or Cardi B in their first weeks. So people saying, Jack, you made your little comment about Nicki time is up. You got to understand, Nicki had more number ones than Megan last year. Nicki was the most streamed. I get you. Just because somebody's been in something for a long time doesn't mean their time is up. Let me get this out. Nicki Minaj did not drop an album last year, but Nicki Minaj was the most streamed female rapper last year.
Yeah, she got bangers.
No,
She
but
got
what I'm
bangers.
saying is, let me finish this, because you're saying time's up. Megan Thee Stallion dropped 2 out.
Okay,
finish.
wait.
Let me
No,
finish.
real quick.
You didn't let me finish my
No,
point.
mine is real quick though. I'm not saying her time is up. I'm just saying in the next decade. That's 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying right now her time is up.
listen to
She's still relevant
Listen to
right
me.
now.
Listen to me. What you got to understand is longevity is being stretched more for artists with social media wasn't out the previous decade. So social media has a lot to play in it. So you can't say in 10 years her time's going to be up.
I mean, we never know though.
Let me get back to what I was saying prior to where Nicki Minaj was the most streamed female rapper last year. Nicki Minaj only dropped singles that was on features. Nicki's last album was in 2018. Megan Thee Stallion dropped 2 albums last year. The fact that Nicki Minaj was the most streamed female rapper last year without no album, that's big. So we can't just. I don't like.
But then again,
we can big somebody up without saying, "Oh, her time is up," because that's a cool thing to say.
Nicki has a name for herself already.
It ain't even
though.
about that name. It's about she's producing.
Right. But the thing is, Megan is hungry. She's a new artist, so obviously she's gonna have to put more.
What they got to do with Nicki time being up?
No, I'm saying I don't think Nicki's time is up right now. I'm just saying. We're talking about a whole decade.
Let's be honest.
We're talking about 10 years.
Her time is up. I'm gonna be straightforward. Nicki Minaj, she's a great. Not saying her time is up, but as a hot new artist, it's over.
Bundy.
She's not.
As
She's
a-
not there
Okay,
no more.
thank you,
She's
thank you.
always gonna be the
Bundy,
queen.
Bundy,
of
she's-
hip,
thank you.
Hip hop.
Bundy,
She's always gonna be the queen.
Thank you. Now
Always.
tell me what's over about it. Tell me what's
I
over
mean,
about
her
it.
being a hot artist is over.
What is? We just realized that hot
The
doesn't mean nothing. Because
Screaming
guess
and
what?
album sales are two different things.
What does
I
hot
don't
mean?
care if your feature on a song. I don't care.
Let me
Can
get
you
this
sell
out.
a project in itself.
Let me hit. What does hot mean if your music ain't selling? What does hot mean if you're a musician and your music ain't selling? What's hot?
It's not on the radio.
What's hot about Megan?
It's not being
What's
promoted.
hot
It's
about?
It's not on the radio and it's not being promoted. I'm sorry.
Look
I'm
at me.
sorry.
You just
Megan
said
is everywhere
he
right
just
now.
named.
Megan is
She's
everywhere.
everywhere.
I agree
I'm
with Bum.
sorry.
And that-
I cannot cut on the
Bundy,
radio without
okay.
hearing Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
Are you done?
Megan killing it right now.
No, look.
She's,
Bundy.
Nicki Minaj is great in her own
Bundy.
right. And
Are
she
you
paved
done?
a lot- She paved the way for a lot of people.
Okay, Megan Thee
And
Stallion.
I will never take that away from her.
You know what we just said? Megan Thee Stallion is everywhere and is not resulting in. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion. That's the problem. She's everywhere, but it's not reflecting in her music. That's bad. Saying that she's everywhere and her albums aren't selling is bad.
You making it seem like
That's
she's
bad.
failed. She hasn't failed.
Bundy.
No,
Her
she's
albums
still
are still
growing.
selling.
She's
100-something thousand is not bad.
What I just said.
It's not bad.
What I just
Yeah,
did.
that's not bad.
It's
Check this
not
out.
great, but it's not
Bundy,
bad.
What I just did was big up the queen. Now, one time that I say Megan's bad. When you compare it to what Nicki's doing with no promo and not being nowhere.
Okay,
And
look,
I
but the
big
thing
up
is,
Nicki
the thing
too.
is,
She's the
hold on,
Bundy.
I got you.
But you said okay.
Wait,
but
hold on. Hey, pause.
Acknowledge this.
Wait,
bro.
real quick.
Acknowledge this.
She did
I
a
need him
thing.
to. I need him to acknowledge what he just said.
Okay.
You said she's over. What's over about it?
I mean, as far as
No,
her
no,
being
no,
the
I need-
hottest, I just said her
Bundy,
being a hot
thank you.
artist.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's over.
Let me reply to what he said.
It's done.
Look, let me reply to what
Michael
he said.
Jackson had his day too.
Bump.
He wasn't
Okay.
the hottest no
Let
more.
me reply now. You said he said she's not hot anymore. What is hot when your music is still set? What's the
It's not
definition of
her
hot?
music per se.
I
It's
got
not
this.
her
Yes,
music.
hold on, I got
She's
this.
not no hot.
But what is
Wait,
hot?
Raymond, listen.
Yeah, what is
The
hot?
reason
does
why
hot
the reason
mean?
why Nicki could put out anything and sell so much
'Cause
is
she's
she's a
great.
household name already.
She's great.
She's a
Legendary.
Right.
She's
And we spoke
great.
about this last week.
Look,
she's a household
legendary.
name. Meg Thee Stallion's not a household name yet. So
Jack,
you
but
know,
what I'm saying
look,
is-
Nicki could drop something.
He-
Nicki haters will listen to it. I will listen to it.
He's
Nicki.
throwing around a word with no meaning. He keeps saying hot. What is hot if you're a musician and your music
Hot
isn't
is
selling?
basically.
What
you
does
know,
that mean?
Hot in music
Hot-
is basically you the best. You right now you
Hot
the best.
means that you're relevant.
Hey,
and
you're relevant.
You're talked
You're
about.
the
You're
best.
talked about.
You know
all
what
the
hot?
time.
You know what hot means? I have money, the budget. I'm gonna put you in front of a bunch of
Money-wise,
people.
I mean, if you've been out
that-
for over 10 a decade, of course you got the money.
If you drop,
It's the queen of
if you
hip-hop.
drop
I
two
give her that.
albums, if you drop 2 albums, whenever you're award and your music
I'm
still
not
ain't
saying-
selling, you not hot.
I'm not saying Megan Thee Stallion
You
is gonna
annoying.
surpass the
You not
greatness
hot.
of Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj is not hot right now.
Bump.
She had her day.
Nicki is the
That's
hottest-
What I'm saying.
Everybody had.
They had their
Everybody
day.
has their number.
You know, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna put
She hit
stats
a
out.
mark.
I'm gonna put stats out. When you drop 2 albums and you promoted by the biggest, one of the
And you
biggest.
the only female artist
Yes.
at the time is
Thank
out.
you. Check this out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Got
This-
no competition.
This
Yeah.
is the most.
That's the
last
main
year.
reason why Nicki got
Last
up
year.
there.
There's a lot of female artists out right now. It's a lot of them. It wasn't like that for Nicki.
It
Nicki
wasn't.
had
It-
no
I
comp.
agree.
And guess
That's
what?
exactly
And you
what I
can't
agree
put
with
men
Bum.
and women in the
I agree
same
with Bum.
category.
Yeah, you
Bundy,
cannot.
what you just said
cannot.
was true.
You
And guess,
cannot.
and guess what's also true? She was still number one. Yes, there's more out now, and she's
But-
still showing you that she's still better than. Okay, you saying she only popped when it was none out? Now it's a bunch out, and she still was number one. Now what? Now what?
Look, not
What's the
album
excuse now?
wise. You can hop on a feature and be cool.
Bump.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
hop on
bump.
a feature and be cool.
She didn't drop
but
an
can
album
you
since
drop on a
2018.
solo album and still be number one.
But yeah,
Bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey, we need
yeah,
we need
yeah.
we
Drop
need to
number
see a
one.
Nicki album.
She
Over
does
that
that.
baby, them
She hasn't
baby.
dropped
She hasn't
Hey,
dropped
all
since
these people
2018.
know.
Bro, she hasn't dropped since 2018. Number one, what you keep saying is making your point look worse. Nicki was popping when it was none out. This year, more female rappers was out than ever, and she was still the most streamed. Now
Actually,
what?
I just
Exactly.
seen
Now what?
Megan Thee
Now
Stallion
what?
just made history as being she just stopped. She's what it is?
What she did?
3 number one singles. 3 number one singles. She made
Hey,
it for
hey.
fastest screaming ever. I just seen it on Google. You can Google that. You got the computer. I'm vibing right now.
I'm gonna have to agree with Bum.
I always told you I love Nick.
And look, when he
but
means
Nick
the
is
hot,
not the
when
hottest
he means
female
the hot
artist
is-
right now.
She's
cuz.
on, bro. You go on TikTok, you're gonna hear Meg Thee Stallion song. You turn on the radio, you
She's
gonna hear
greatness.
Meg.
All you hear.
You
like,
go, you-
okay, look.
even on the news, you hear
this.
Meg.
That's all
Michael
you hear
Jackson
'cause
is
it's
Michael
trending
Jackson
right
is
now,
the king
though.
of pop. But as time went on in the 90s, he wasn't better than Usher at that time. Usher was selling albums. He was at that time he was hot.
Yeah.
Same thing go for it just how it go. You gotta pass
Right, right.
pass the torch.
Nah,
Right,
we're
Usher
itching now.
sold more than
She passed the
Usher
torch.
sold more than Mike. But when we say who's
Look.
better, Mike or Usher, we obviously
We
gonna say
gonna
Mike.
say Mike.
Okay.
So who's better,
Yeah.
Nicki or
All right,
Meg?
Nicki-
Nicki
all right,
better.
all right. Give it to Nicki all day.
Man.
You said you agree, because y'all saying a lot, but I hit y'all with facts. Pause. What do you?
with
No,
facts.
shh. What do you agree with him on? Tell me so I could kill you.
That Meg Thee Stallion's the hottest
Now,
female
okay,
artist right
thank
now.
you. Now, what does hot mean?
I just said it.
No,
cuz,
What
you
does
know
hot
what hot
mean?
mean,
I'm
cuz.
breaking
Okay.
this down. What
Okay.
does hot
You know what
mean?
hot is,
Give me the definition of hot.
You know what hot is,
You go on
cuz.
TikTok, you hear Meg Thee Stallion songs. You turn on the radio, you hear Meg Thee Stallion.
Anybody can be hot with money, but if you not selling,
Cuz.
you are not hot.
Okay, check
She
me out,
had
check me
you
out.
not
Hold
Lil
on,
Wayne,
check me out,
and she
check me
had
out.
Drake on her squad.
Check me out. Hey,
you gonna win.
her last-
you gonna win.
So did Tiger.
She been
You
winning.
gonna win.
So did Tiger.
Okay,
So did
Tiger had his moment.
So did
But he
Tiger.
did surpass Drake. Drake had
Bump.
that.
All right.
Drake had that.
Drake. Jack, I'm breaking it
All
down.
right,
Now, what
so
is
wait,
hot?
It
check
was
me out,
already
check me
Drake
out.
and Wayne.
What is
now,
hot?
cuz.
You talking about the Meg album that flopped, right? Which one? You talking about the one where she was talking about like the whole Tory
Both of
thing?
them. Look, no. What? Give me the definition of hot. You said being plastered. 6ix9ine was hot, but did his
True.
music sell?
6ix9ine was never hot.
Hey, all his
6ix9ine
music.
was
All
never
his,
hot.
hey,
He was
hey,
a troll.
hey,
And
all the
definition
He
music.
was a troll.
No,
But-
he was like.
But the definition
always
that he's
said
given,
It was
You
the
always
definition,
said
Listen,
though.
hey,
definition
wait,
that
wait,
he's
wait.
given
No,
was
that's
hot.
not real. Hey, all
He
the
was always
6ix9ine
the
music
top
sold
dog.
except for that last
Okay, I'm sorry.
album.
I'm sorry, Jack. Continue.
Hey, wait, check me out, check me
radio-
out. Hey, all the 6ix9ine's.
They can't even
Hey,
play his
Bum,
stuff
hold
on the
on.
radio.
Hey, listen. All the 6ix9ine's songs
Okay,
sold
I'm
made
sorry.
number except for that
Forget
last
about
album.
6ix9ine. Go back to
Except
Megan.
for
I
that
need this
last
broken
album.
down. Get definition of hot.
Okay.
You
I
said
told
radio.
Right, radio, TikTok.
How does your
being on
song
the
get
news.
put on the radio? Promo money, Rock Nation. We
Yes,
know she signed with
yes,
them.
right.
If when the album drops, the fans don't go and purchase it, she's not hot. Anybody can. If I got 100 million, I can get my song on the radio. That doesn't mean I'm hot.
sorry.
Hear me out. Wait.
That doesn't mean
This is the last thing
I'm-
I'm gonna say. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. All her other stuff that didn't flop, I'm pretty sure a lot of Tory fans were listening to that before that.
Megan
now
is
since
successful.
But now since this whole Tory and Megan case, a lot of loyal Tory Lanez fans are not gonna listen to Megs.
What you saying is not resulting in dropping 2 albums and they're not selling. Then we reverting to the Queen Nicki, who did not drop an album. You did not drop a body of 20 to 30 something songs in one
Cuz,
year.
we barely
but
heard them
you're
songs
still
on the radio, cuz.
The rate.
We didn't even hear them songs. I never heard them songs.
Radio.
Do you even listen to the radio?
I never heard them songs.
You don't hear
check-
Nicki on the radio no more.
Look,
Nobody
what you
listens to the
talking
radio.
about? And you don't listen to Nicki on the radio
Talking about
now.
Deb,
Yeah.
Deb,
We don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
B.
Listen to the
We don't
radio
even know what you're
anymore.
talking
You
about.
got
B.
Apple Music.
pause,
you got
pause.
all this
Oh
stuff.
my God, Apple
Pause.
Music. cuz.
Now let me
I'm
address
talking about
it.
radio.
Who listens to the
That-
radio?
that
these
makes
days?
y'all
Everybody
point.
listen to the
All right,
radio.
bump.
As
Thank
soon
you.
as you go up in the car, you hear the radio. Right,
Bump.
don't you?
Okay, Bundy. Look at me. That makes my point even better. You don't have the promo of radio, and you still sold the most. That make my point even better.
Sell nothing. It wasn't hers. It wasn't hers.
That make my point.
It wasn't her
even
project.
Better. That make my point.
You keep
even
throwing out other people's projects that she hopped on.
the
Right,
most
she's featured.
streamed.
She's a featured
she's a
artist.
feature,
Hey,
though.
you don't get. Then
you
why
don't
isn't
get
her
full
features?
credit.
Then why
You
isn't her
don't get
features number
full
one?
credit for that.
Why isn't her
You
features
don't
number
get
one?
full credit for that.
Who's
Why
Meg?
isn't her features number one
Who,
then?
Meg?
Why isn't the features
I
number
can
one
give her
then?
half credit.
Why?
She's a queen of
Why?
hip hop. She's good.
Why?
She's mainstream.
Thank you.
She could get
Next
the numbers. She
Next
got
topic.
her fans.
Queen.
Her
Queen.
fans like you.
Queen.
Fans like
For a reason. For a
Fans
reason.
like you always gonna listen to Nicki Minaj.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's,
all it
Next
is.
topic. If I get
All
over there and
it
get it.
is.
look.
Next topic.
Come on, man.
It's hard to get through.
Next
It's-
topic.
it's
Drake and Lil
Hey,
Wayne made Nicki.
hey.
Drake and Lil Wayne made Nicki
Thank you.
Minaj.
Yes,
I
You
agree.
know that.
I agree.
Down,
You
I
know
down,
that.
I
She
agree.
would never be nothing
Hey,
without Wayne.
hey.
Drake, never.
Yep.
I stated facts. Y'all gave opinions. Next topic. I hit facts.
Look,
Most
it's hard.
streamed.
It's hard.
I-
right.
Let's move on. We
bro,
got it.
okay.
Everything
we
I
gonna
said
we got
was
the
a
call.
fact.
We gonna end
We
it
got
there.
it.
Everything
Okay.
I said was a
You got
fact.
it,
All right, we gonna end it there. We
Nicki
gonna end it
Minaj,
there. We
baby,
gonna
I
end it
love
there.
you. You the queen.
We
I
gonna
never
end it
put
there.
nothing against you.
We
You
gonna
still
end
the
it
best
there.
to me.
That's fine. We
Oh,
gonna end
period.
it
You
Is
the
in
best
facts.
lyricist.
We gonna end it there. We gonna
G
end it
said,
there.
but hot, nah.
We gonna end it
Hot?
there.
Hey, they said she hot. I said the numbers. So what's facts? Hot is an opinion. The numbers, not an opinion. You see this? Not an opinion. The numbers ain't an opinion.
Okay.
Hot is an opinion. The numbers are facts.
feel you,
Next
cuz.
topic.
All right.
Yes.
Hey,
Awesome,
number
awesome.
one fan right
Yeah,
now.
Right.
yeah.
We gonna end
That's
it.
the
We
number
gonna
one
end it. You
fan.
can't get
Yeah.
through to him because he's.
I said it's facts. We can't get through to y'all.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Hot is an opinion.
Okay. All right.
Numbers are
we got it.
facts.
All
Get
right.
this
We
mic.
gonna go to the
Get
next
this
topic.
mic.
If we
But
pull
the
up
streams.
Megan Thee Stallion screams, it's not gonna be good.
All right.
It's not gonna. Let me see them then. Let me see them then.
Queen.
Let me see them then. Cuz.
Oh
All
my
right. Look. Hey, everybody
Yeah,
sit
that's
down.
cool,
Sit
that's
down.
cool,
Sit down.
that's
Next
cool.
topic.
Hey, how about you on the bet that and you know Nicki Minaj on Instagram? We gonna be in this. We gonna be in
Yes,
that
yes,
thing.
we are. Thank you.
He's snapping
Oh,
right
yes,
now.
we are.
Exactly.
He gonna be in that thing right now.
All right, hear me
Hey,
out.
we all
hear me
love
out.
each other, guys.
Hear me out. Let's get back. Everybody
Bring
calm
it back
down. Everybody calm down.
man. You know.
So that
I
was
need some water.
Almost
all
caught
that
a
was
felony.
Lil Baby's prediction
lose
for
my
the
voice,
next
man.
decade. Who's
I
got the
gotta put
next
on my
decade on
detective
lock?
goggles.
I want to know what we as a group or individually think.
Individually?
Right, next decade on lock.
my
Who you
lip-
think?
Individually,
I'm
I
about
give
to
it
catch
a
a
little
charge
baby
from
and the baby.
Nicki.
Hey, what? Y'all not even listening, bro. Pay attention, bro.
Hey,
We don't need
I
it.
hear
The
you.
Lil Baby and the
Well,
baby. They the next. My
Alright,
two is
The
Lil
babies.
Baby and the baby.
So
Yeah,
both of
let's
the
get
babies
control.
are.
Yeah, both of the babies.
Okay, all right. So who you
Two?
think got? No, yes, two, bro. Who you think got the next decade on lock?
Like Rich, yes,
Wow.
Roddy Rich. Okay.
because
And
he
who,
has a
who
lot
else
of-
you think?
This one's a hard one.
It don't gotta be two. If you just say it's Roddy Rich, then-
Yeah.
Who do you listen to that's snapping, bro? That shouldn't be hard. Who
But
you
he's
listen to? Who you listen to religiously? Don't think about our opinion.
Right,
Who you
yeah.
listen to religiously?
yeah,
every
bro.
day?
It's who you think
Who-
at the
who
end
you
of the
listen
day.
to? Don't be
Not even when you
embarrassed.
listen to
We're
just
not
who
gonna
you think-
attack
who
you.
think you hot.
We're not gonna attack you.
Nah, cause
Hey.
at first, like listening to who is he? Lil Uzi, I thought he was gonna be popping. Like I really thought he was gonna.
Yeah.
But then my opinion
have his moments.
changed over time.
Okay.
Give us your opinion without being afraid of bump or somebody jumping on you.
Nah,
how we just
nah.
did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna jump on you.
It's not like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
afraid,
just
but
your
when you
opinion.
think about it, it's like it's
So
not
ju-
a lot of people. It's not a lot of artists
Bruh,
out here that can be
We
like.
just need your opinion.
It's
bro.
just for this. We're not talking about
But
for
the
a lifetime,
baby
we're
though.
talking about the
But the
next
baby
decade.
though.
Okay, so
So
the
the
baby.
baby and Roddy. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Roddy and the baby.
Okay.
Okay. Jose.
I'm about to start my board.
That boy gonna say
All
Vaughn.
Nah. Rest in peace though. I'm saying Kevin. If y'all want to fade me for, we gonna
Kevin
fade about
Gates.
it.
Oh, Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
Bro, he's
That's
so,
one.
That bro, that's old news. We're
How's
talking
that
about the
old
next
news?
decade, bro.
Travis is old news.
Damn.
God. You see,
My
you
bad.
you be ruining it for
'cause-
all of us.
Nah, cause he talked Travis like he want to be his girlfriend or something.
Bro.
I
Man,
even
Kevin's
say
yo,
my opinion.
Kevin
yet.
Gates been out all last decade and didn't have last
Exactly,
decade on lock.
bro.
Why would he
Jose,
have this
get
decade
relax,
on lock?
Jose. Next, anyways.
Kevin's on lock.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we don't.
Why would he
We don't
have
even gotta
this?
talk about
Kevin's on
that.
lock. Y'all tripping.
We don't even gotta talk
Why
about
would
that.
he have
Anyways,
this decade
if
on
I'm
lock?
being honest,
Kevin,
y'all-
way
y'all
better
can
than
say-
Travis.
Okay, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Travis got the next decade on lock.
Travis is
I'm
trash.
gonna go. Okay,
Okay.
cool,
No, I
irrelevant.
want-
Anyways,
actually
you
wanna
got
see
you
that
like.
I ain't
next
gonna lie, I
Jones.
can't say he's trash. This man
It's-
everywhere, bro.
it's not.
It's not a
everywhere.
He's
look.
everywhere,
Look,
bro.
Even on
this specific. No,
He with
listen.
Kardashian. That's what.
Wait,
he
wait,
was.
wait,
Listen,
wait.
Dude
listen,
everywhere,
yo, listen,
bro.
listen.
This specific.
He's a marketing
Look,
genius.
this specific
Yeah.
He is a
question
marketing genius.
is not about who our favorite or who we like.
Exactly.
It's who
It's about-
Travis
Who you feel like?
Travis Scott does. He has the next decade on lock in a sense. He ain't the number
For
one. He won't be the number one. We don't know that. But as a contender, we can't deny the fact that
Yeah.
he hasn't dropped an album in what 2 years too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Two,
3
it's
years,
2018 was the last
and
one.
he's still a force to be reckoned with. Without
Right.
when you can not drop
It's
an
been
album,
3 years.
when you can not drop an album in 3 years, still relevant like you just dropped one last week.
Yeah,
it
that's scary. That's scary.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. So,
So-
Kevin Gates is the type of artist
Bro.
that's only hot the week he drop his
I
album.
don't
be
remember,
honest
I don't
with-
remember the last time I heard about Kevin Gates.
I'm gonna be real.
All right.
Actually, man, what killed Kevin Gates the female incident. After that, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people stopped messing with Kevin Gates, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was on his way into that incident.
I think he never properly made it main. Like he didn't hit that mainstream.
and
like,
that's yeah.
he didn't reach that.
He was almost there till he went to
Almost.
jail for
Almost.
a couple years.
Kicking
Yeah.
the girl.
Yeah.
So I didn't even get to finish. So I think
Yeah.
Travis Scott's one of them
I
for
had
sure.
one more. My bad.
And I think Lil Baby was being humble and not putting himself on the list.
Nah, Lil Baby
I'm
definitely.
I don't really listen to Lil Baby like that, but I know how
frequent
big
he
Lil
is,
Baby.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm gonna say
Hey,
Lil Baby as
I ain't
well.
gonna lie. My second one, I'm saying Kodak. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, we forgot
Yeah,
about
Kodak.
that.
Yeah, I
Like,
like that. I
Kodak
like
got
that.
it unlocked.
I like
If
that.
If he can stay out of
jail.
if he stays out of trouble.
Stay.
If he
Look,
stays out of trouble,
he doesn't.
Man, even
Because he's
in
out
jail
now.
or out of jail, he still make good music regardless.
We ain't
It
talking
doesn't
about
matter.
that.
I wouldn't
Hey,
say.
drop
I
the
wouldn't say.
album.
I
Go,
wouldn't say.
put out music while you in jail. It's hard.
for
It's
real.
hard.
But
It's
he
hard.
still did it though.
Yeah, and that
I
album was
wouldn't
not
say it
good.
was great,
I,
but it was
I like
bad.
Kodak, but
you
that
know,
quality.
that album that he put out was literally his label that
Just put
said,
together
Yo,
some-
let's keep him relevant because he's gonna
Yeah.
be in jail. We just gonna put out whatever we have and make an album. That,
but
and
they
that
said-
album was not good.
the
That
Bill
album was
Israel,
not good.
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Bill Israel.
Yeah, the
correct.
Bill
Yeah,
Israel.
look, bro.
But right now Kodak is up. If he stays out of trouble, he's
Yeah.
gonna be in a decade. Kodak
Let's
got that.
see though.
As
Let's
if he
see,
stays
man.
out of trouble.
If he
Yeah, that's if he stays out of trouble.
stays,
though.
look,
We'll see.
I don't know if this. We see this a lot, and Jack, you mentioned it before we start. It's when an art. I don't know if this is just fate or whatever it is, or a force behind the scenes. That 1%. Whenever an artist is about to peak, they either die or get locked up.
Yes.
Kodak
Yeah.
was there, bro. He was there. This
Actually,
man
yeah,
was
let's talk
there.
about that. There's a lot of artists that have
Bro,
passed away that
at the
that were
peak.
that could have been
could've been
a
legends
force
right
to be
now.
reckoned with.
They either-
Unfortunate
We got
losses, bro.
XXX Tentacion, who
Pop
I thought could have been one of the greatest artists
Pop
to ever be on this planet. This
Okay,
man was
pause.
No.
Say all that.
No,
check me out.
Going too far with
Check me
that
out.
one.
No,
Going
check me
way
out.
too far with that.
He was not a rapper.
Bro.
And I know I've used this before, but he did rock. He did
Look,
singing,
he did
rap.
everything.
He did
He was
everything,
the
yeah.
I
most.
think
I'm sorry. All right, I'll rephrase it. The most versatile artist I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know about that.
That's crazy.
Look,
He's definitely the
no, but what
Who's more versatile than X?
Your-
Who do you think is
yo,
more
your
versatile?
takes. No, Jack,
I mean, he
Jack, your takes.
Jackson the whole day.
Your takes be
This
so
man
good.
did it all.
Your takes be so good, Jack. But then you
This
stab
Indian
yourself
stuff
in
too.
the foot by saying greatest of all. Keep
Right.
that word out your mouth.
I take that. No, I
Keep
take
that
back.
word out your mouth, bro.
I mean,
He
hey,
might
we
say
never
that
know.
word.
Don't-
No, you
Idiot.
never.
Bro.
We never really know.
But if you say that, now you gotta say it for everybody that's dead.
You're right. You're right.
So,
So, no,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that back. But he was-
Compliment him without us having.
Right. I
a-
think he was the most versatile artist ever. And Michael Jackson, all he did was
Bro.
sing and rap.
Bro, you
No.
He had a little bit. He had a little bit more. He had a
Not
little.
Michael.
No, they would
No, no.
disrespect
Hey,
Michael
bump,
Jackson
bump.
like
I
that.
think, bump. I think the
languages.
best way.
Oh,
I think the best way to understand
You
Jack.
gotta understand, this man
please-
was in decades
Bump.
of music.
I think Michael Jackson.
No.
I think
Out
Michael
of
Jackson's the
respect, we
greatest.
won't even
That's
do
what
that.
I-
with
Yeah,
Mike.
we're not gonna do it. Yeah,
We can't even disrespect Mike by
We
having
not
that
even
No,
gonna have
conversation.
an
yeah,
argument.
no, he's the
Yeah.
He
greatest.
haven't really
Hey,
deep into.
I want to
Michael
give
Jackson over
honestly.
X.
I want to
Of
give
course.
Jack a chance. This is a pod.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give you a chance to. I want to see it from your point of view. You said he's the most. Now explain to me the versatile.
Okay.
His
So what I
versatility.
mean
Explain
from-
it.
Okay, so X could rap.
Okay.
X could sing.
Okay.
X did
Barely.
rock. He did alternative. He even was screaming on the tracks.
That sounds like Lil Wayne to me, but continue. Yeah,
Lil
that sounds like
Wayne.
Lil Wayne sing.
You
How
can
to
even call
love,
Drake
rock.
versatile too.
Yeah,
I've
Nicki.
never really heard of
You could say
Wayne.
Nicki.
I've
She
never
done
really-
country. I think it's not to be a super Nicki
Okay,
fan,
well, I
but
just named like 5. You're like Nicki. What?
Spanish. She's on reggae.
She does,
She's
like-
on country. She sang, but that's why I asked you, what do you see as versatility? It's a lot of artists that have done all of
Okay,
that.
I'm talking
Tyler,
about
the
being
Creator.
consistent with that
Versatility.
versatility.
Consistent.
Right.
X was consistent.
Yeah, he was.
X was. He hadn't reached the
I think
plateau
he-
to be consistent.
Look, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
In X's album, every song was a different genre.
Bro.
That's what I mean. Like every
Yeah.
song was
Tyler,
a
the
different.
It's so
Creator,
many
every song
artists
was
that
a
are
diff-
versatile. You can't.
I know,
Yeah.
I know that, but I'm saying when
don't
you
wanna
have an
take-
album
yeah.
that every song's a different genre.
Yeah, Tyler
But
the
let's
Creator.
That's a
let's
lot of
also
artists.
respect. Let's
Yeah.
also respect.
He got
his
number one
opinion,
in his
you know?
album. What you talking about?
I'm talking about
Yeah.
versatility right now. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
he
numbers.
is.
Okay,
He
that's
is
no. Yeah, that's why I asked
respect
him.
if you feel that way,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I
respect
had to
that. I
ask
respect
you.
that.
That's why I had to ask you. What do you see as
Yeah,
versatile?
yeah. I'm talking about like an album and every song's a different genre. That's what I mean. Like,
Okay,
and it
because-
was constant. It was constant like that. But
He
anyways,
made number one.
It's
hey, we're not talking about numbers right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about versatility.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's a whole
no,
different
it's just
thing.
his
It's a whole
opinion.
different
Yeah,
thing.
no. Yeah, it was just that
Okay,
ever that you hit.
not even just X, Pop Smoke, another one that was really good that was taken away.
Really.
King Von.
King Von, King Von, who
Yeah,
he had the streets on lock, like beginning to have the streets on lock, was beginning to.
A lot of people.
See, that was iffy because we never know. He was a force to be reckoned with in the streets, but we never know if he would have reached this peak if he hadn't
Right.
passed.
That's
That
also
happens with
true.
a lot of. He was hot, but yeah.
But he got way hotter once he passed away.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't want to just. We got to also account the pop they get once they pass.
Let's just say dead rappers get better promotion.
Oh, always.
Oh, but
I
that's
think- yeah,
gonna be a
always.
given. Yeah.
Academics.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody with Pop Smoke like that. Sorry
No.
for the curse.
No.
Nobody was messing. Nobody was
no
messing
one
with Pop
heard
Smoke.
about Pop Smoke.
No.
until
It
they
wasn't
passed
that.
away.
It
wait,
wasn't
wait,
that.
wait,
Wait.
wait,
Let me stop you guys right there.
that's-
It wasn't that. People knew Pop Smoke.
No.
Hey, knew
But
of-
when Pop Smoke was alive, he had the
You
same.
know how many fake Pop Smokes on
You didn't let me
camera, fam?
finish, bro. When Pop Smoke was alive, he had the same flow in every
Bro.
song. It was once he passed
Pop
away
was-
that Shooting for the Stars or,
Yo.
or Aiming for the Moon.
You gotta
started putting out
No,
more
I never-
versatile.
where he
shit.
was
Pop-
like,
I never
where he
Spanish
was having
music.
vibes,
Pop was on
vibes.
his way up. Don't
was on
say
his-
nobody
No,
listened
no,
to
no.
him.
He was
I never
ascending.
said that.
Hold on.
What I said was Pop Smoke was good regardless. But as soon as he passed away, all these
Nah,
fake
nah,
fans
nah,
want to
nah,
come
nah.
out. No, listen to this
That
man.
ain't what you just said. That ain't what you
That's
just
not
said.
what you just said.
That ain't what you just
That's
said.
That is not
That ain't
exactly
what I
what
was getting to.
You ain't get there.
No.
Nah, he ain't get there.
We can rewind it.
Let me run that.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
said,
get that.
what he said was nobody listening? Yes, he was on the radio
Yes, he was.
heavy.
People would listen to
Yeah,
Pop
Dior
Smoke.
was on the radio
But as soon as he
heavy.
passed,
He
a
heavy.
lot of random people was listening to
Of
him.
course.
Yeah,
Even
it
fake
was. I
fans
was like, yo,
listened
who
to
this
him.
Dior
guy with
and,
his
and,
They'll make
and
a
welcome to the
TikTok out of
party.
that.
Yeah, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, Jose, that's also true. But that first statement was not. He was on his way up heavy.
was.
He
But as soon
and the
as
thing
he
about
passed-
him, it was a new sound. He wasn't just popular. He was a whole new drill. Like New York, I ain't gonna lie.
And also
New
he-
York music is so boring.
Man, that's baby 50 right there. I don't
But
care.
New York music,
Yeah.
It's
I don't think New York.
boring.
Nah, New York low key.
bro, boring
Look.
until that drill got into it.
Yeah, the drill.
No, okay, to
really
the drill.
hyped it
All right,
up, yeah.
I agree with that.
Until
But
drill,
look, check me
yeah.
out. A couple years ago, like 2016 through 2018, 19, it was all Florida rappers. But
I mean the
now,
South, not just Florida, the South.
South.
right,
ATL,
right.
the
But
South.
now, low key, New York has been coming back up with this drill.
Kind
Yeah.
of, but the drill.
can't-
And
yeah.
look, I'm not even. Pop Smoke was the pioneer of that.
And
He
I think
pushed it
yeah.
out the
by
most.
him leaving,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
it kinda-
can't-
It kind of put a
yeah.
dent in it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a good question, guys. All right. Out of these three artists, who do you think had the potential to, contribute the most to hip hop that passed?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, or XXX. Who do you think had the most to contribute?
I think
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm
That's
gonna
tough.
go with
That's tough.
X.
That's
I'm gonna
tough.
go with X.
X.
Yeah, that's
because
tough. That's tough.
like I said, he had rock and all that. Even after he passed, Machine Gun Kelly, he made a whole alternative rock album. Literally, how he used to be a rapper, Wild Boy. This man was rapping about being a wild
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, okay.
His last album was rock alternative. That has definitely has something to do with X.
I'm gonna have to say Pop, but for the fact of what I look at where X was in his career before he passed and where Pop was. X was somewhat of blacklisted from the business.
He
So-
did ruin himself. He ruined his own
After the
image.
Drake-
I don't
after
think.
the Drake shit,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think he would have ever got to a place where Pop Smoke was already in, and his music was unique just as well,
Yeah, it
just
was
as well
so
as
unique, bro.
X. But you got to think about it. We talk about hip hop.
Right.
Hip hop heads are more
They're
tuned
gonna be
to,
more,
to turn up to drill than some sad.
Right.
So those two things, I'm not saying he's not talented, but the political thing that he messed himself up when it comes to industry,
Right, so,
and the
but-
type of music because we said
was
hip
really
hop.
so-
Okay, so but when you say hip hop, I
Music
would give it a
big-
possible. But
yeah.
if you would have asked me who would have been bigger
And
overall,
music wise,
Yeah.
I would have said X.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be
so
honest,
no.
But X did
bro,
ruin
it
his
was
own
big,
image.
bro.
There's
Hey,
multiple
it was
things.
big,
Hey,
bro. It was big.
Hey, but now
bro.
look, I like what you just said. Now, if we take it to music, I may then have to give it to Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD was
Yeah,
I
but
see.
I wouldn't
Juice
really
WRLD
get.
was more creative with his music when it comes
yeah.
to.
Juice WRLD had bars. You could see him.
Yeah, yeah,
freestyling
yeah.
And that
Oh,
music's
every
somewhat
interview.
similar.
Yeah, he had bars.
Juice WRLD really had
Somewhat
bars.
similar.
They have similar stuff.
But I
And-
just never really got into Juice WRLD like
Yeah.
that. And the only reason why I could see why Juice WRLD would take it over X is because X ruined his own image, and there was multiple occasions where he ruined his image.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I feel like he
once
tried
you
to
ruin
fix
his
it
image,
last
you always
minute,
talk
but
about
it's
it.
like kind of too late.
Yeah,
And
you
at that
know?
time, he went against Drake, and
Yeah.
nobody,
Oh.
nobody
He went
gonna
against
mess up their
Drake. He went against the
Migos.
Migos.
Yeah.
Nobody not gonna mess up their relationship with
And
Drake.
then you had the whole
forever.
And then
allegation
the
with
allegation
It's
with
not
the
happening,
women,
bro. They
which
gonna side with Drake
was
every
dropped.
time.
It was dropped,
They ran out.
and he was found not guilty. But you still have to bring it up. You still have to bring it up. He was found not guilty,
Who said
but
that?
it was after his passing, of course. So, but yeah, he had the beef with Drake with the Migos. He
had a lot of beef.
got jumped by the Migos, or he was
Yeah,
caught
yeah, he
fighting
did,
by
yeah.
them. Yeah, so he
Look,
ruined his own image.
Look, what this man is a sorcerer. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Sorry, I got a lisp. Drake, you do not play with him. Meek Mill had to be his friend again.
Yeah.
Drake
Yeah,
is
no, you got to be on
you
Drake's
do
good
not,
side. Yeah.
especially when you do not play with Drake. If you have an opinion about Drake, keep it to yourself.
Right.
Do not go against the Scorpion.
Only way you get I mean,
Don't do it.
unless you're a radio personality.
You can't do
But
it.
if you're an artist, you don't even mention that man.
All right, but check me out. Speaking on Drake. Speaking on
Hey,
Drake.
the way I'm gonna let you get that. The way he disrespected Charlamagne, I'm gonna let you go. Jay.
Right,
Charlamagne
right.
get-
That's right where I was about to
Yo.
get on. Speaking of Drake, Charlamagne must have some type of hatred towards Drake or something because
Always have.
check me out.
Always.
Charlamagne said the Drake era is over. We already spoke about this and we all agreed that we don't think the
It's
Drake
not
era is
over.
over. Or some of y'all thought that I don't know. I don't remember. But now Charlamagne said that recently that Drake needs a Lil Baby feature more than Lil
Man,
Baby needs a Drake
Drake
feature.
is
What y'all think
Jay-Z
about
of
that?
this
Well, you think-
generation, bro.
You think
Bigger,
he just
bigger,
said that just
bigger.
to get
Like,
Bigger.
like, come on, man. Like,
Well, you think he
feature,
just said
bro.
that
This
just to
man
get,
is
like,
out of this world.
Look, Drake is bigger than Jay-Z, but we can't rank them strictly
I'm
off
saying-
of
I
the
mean, don't get me
ghostwriting
wrong, like,
allegations.
We talk right now. What we talking about
Jay-Z
is the
wrote his
power.
songs,
We're talking
other
about-
hit
okay,
artists.
yeah.
You don't go against just how you don't play. We're talking about who got this game on lock.
Right.
It's a game they playing. Whether
Right.
you write your stuff or not, it's a game out there, and you do not. Whether he writes his stuff or not, you don't come at Drake because he can end you.
Right. Yeah.
Now, you.
That man in a relationship with Nicki and all, bro.
Yeah, he talked about it.
killed himself, bro.
Hey, but they back. Look, I'm waiting.
Man, that's
I'm waiting.
But
man,
look,
they corny,
Drake
bro.
does not need a Lil Baby feature.
Thank
Drake
you.
could drop this album, Certified Lover Boy, no features, and get more streams than Lil
Way
Baby
more, yeah.
with straight features.
You know what? I think.
I feel like Charlamagne just said.
Look,
that just to,
Charlamagne,
like, get
Charlamagne,
views.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I don't know
just
what
to
he's trying to do.
start
Trolling, gotta be.
I don't know what
Because
he
I
just
feel
loves
like
to
he
troll. He
just-
loves to
It
troll,
gotta-
but this is the thing, bro. Drake is a household name. Like you can. Like there's
No.
no way Drake
See,
is.
We also fail to realize. I think Drake kind of put Lil Baby on.
He did put Lil Baby on.
Thank you.
He did put Lil Baby
So
on.
to say something
And
like
Drake does that with a lot of artists. He put Kodak on by listening to Kodak on his private
Yeah, I
jet.
remember watching
He,
that, yo.
he put a lot of people.
So-
he put Block Boy JB on, but the thing is, Block Boy JB ain't do nothing after that. So
So
that's on him.
Charlamagne isn't here right now, but in his defense, what he said, because people at the Breakfast Club did kill him for that. They said, Charlamagne defense was, oh, Drake dropped two songs that flopped last year, and it was like, how did it flop? Both went number one. I think what people Drake is at a place where his only competition is
himself, his old self.
So
Right.
even if Drake did fall off, he fell off to number one. He's if he fell off, he fell off
went
to number one.
Nobody touching to. Okay, somebody could
You feel me?
probably
It's
touch
like-
me
it's
now,
like the
right?
Jay-Z
But he's still
effect,
number
you
one.
know what I mean? Like,
And-
Jay-Z can never do no wrong, bro.
You gotta understand. I think Drake is in a position where he has. He don't have to stay relevant, but Drake is
Drake-
constantly dropping music. I think he was giving his Lucy's last year because everything was on lockdown. Why would he give his best that he's saving for the album last year? He know he wasn't gonna drop an album last year, but he was just playing around with music. Like, I
That's
don't
what
think he
I'm
was
about to say.
dropping
Drake,
anything.
Drake
that-
has already made a name for
Yeah.
himself. He don't have nothing to prove no more. Drake can literally have fun on whatever track. That's it.
Let me ask y'all this question: if Drake wanted to kill the charts last year, dropping Heat, could he have?
Of course he
Does
can.
he have that in his caliber, bro?
Yeah, I think he
could,
can.
but-
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Why would
what
he
is
need to,
what are
though?
what is Charlamagne talking about?
Yeah, why would he
if he
need to?
wanted to, he could
I
have.
mean, even when Drake was like the hottest, like, man, Charlamagne didn't like this man just because he was singing on the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Like,
you know,
yo,
it's everybody.
that's not hip hop.
He's just
what are you
biased with his
talking
opinion.
about?
Right.
He's very biased of who he
He's
likes.
biased.
Who
He's-
and Drake
Hey.
never goes on the Breakfast Club. That's putting that out.
Thank you.
Never been on that,
Wayne.
so that's another
Drake.
None of them.
reason. Never. Like,
Yeah, they don't.
you don't
Hey.
slander a man like that and think he gonna just ride on your show,
Bump.
bro.
Let's diagnose the situation. Do you think they was trolling? Because Charlamagne is not that. Do you think he?
I feel like he was
What,
trolling.
what I think, I'm gonna dive deeper. I like doing that. Pause.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna say, I think he low key troll. I think what he wants is a reaction out of Drake.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, because he knows that when Drake replies to him in his music, and there's nothing better than a Drake shout out, even if he dissing you.
Oh, and that's
Yeah.
gonna bring the views for the Breakfast Club.
Thank
what
you.
I'm
That's
saying at first. I
Jack.
feel like
That's
he
the
just
point I
doing
wanted
that
to
for-
make.
You see,
That's the
Charlamagne knows
point-
what he's doing, bro.
That's the
He
point I
knows what
want.
he's
I want to ask y'all this. That's the point I wanted to make. The ratings of the Breakfast Club dropping. Remember how everybody would go run and get a Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah.
But guess what just happened? Everybody has a platform and a podcast now. Podcasts are now doing better numbers than the radio. You don't have to go to Breakfast Club to get your interview now.
Yeah.
People going to Vlad. People going to academics. People going to JB on the Joe Budden podcast.
it's a lot of
So
different cats.
now that's why. Oh, I think the company that owns the Breakfast Club just started a podcast network. Podcasts are taking over radio. I think
Right.
Charlamagne is doing what he needs to do to keep the ratings up. So I think that was trolling to get. Because let's not even talk about how podcasts people. You don't have to go to the man to get put on. Everybody's building platforms for themselves now.
Yeah. Podcast is more like genuine, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
like you don't have to go to that one spot to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Yep.
real. It's a lot of podcasts.
I don't know the last time I watched the Breakfast Club
Me
interview.
either, I haven't.
I used to
Me neither.
love watching them
Me
things,
neither,
but
yeah.
because
Only time
they
I watch them is when I see an artist that I want to hear or drama.
nah,
That's pretty much it.
me they became so political. Like I know.
Like Charlamagne don't even do this
Thank you,
stuff
bro.
that he used to do no more.
Charlamagne don't look like he had
He's
fun like
very
that no
nice
more.
now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
cultural
It's
now.
very
Yeah.
political. I know when I see somebody when I see Joe Budden or academics or one of these other people interviewing an artist, I know I'm gonna get real. I'm not gonna get no industry bull. But with the Breakfast Club, it's so political now.
Even with academics on Everyday Struggle, I don't think he was putting out his best content.
Yeah, correct.
So even
I think he said that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so it's basically podcast, man. When you get a chance to be creative and do your own thing, where you're not limited it because you got other people. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like producers in the back saying, "Oh, you got to say this. Or, don't do this or don't do that." You just, hey, this is mine. I can do what I want to do. I can create what I want to create. So it's better for podcasters now. You know what I mean? It's freestyle, like
Yeah,
basically
taking over. We taking over.
Yeah. Well, all right. We got one more topic for today. We're gonna talk about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion again.
Here we go.
Oh
We're gonna talk
my
about it again.
gosh. That's
But
so
now, look,
over.
academics
man.
had the paperwork of the whole case.
Yeah, the
At least
latest-
on Tory's side.
Yo,
The
how
latest
academics
development in the
be
case.
catching
Right.
these stuff,
He
bruh?
had it on his Twitch, so we're
Got
gonna
the
talk about it a
exclusive.
little bit more. I don't know if you want to explain it.
Wait. Yeah, no.
Well, so pretty much the newest development is, I think Tory's team just filed a motion for them to be able to speak because I think he has a gag order where
Right.
he
He
can't
has
speak.
a yeah.
Yeah.
He can't speak on his case, but then you have
But Megan runs her mouth the whole time.
And
Tory can't say anything about the thing.
and that's hurting his
I mean, she literally had a
His
whole
image.
live where she just came out
Yeah.
and said he did it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Without
it's
even,
hurting-
without
it's
even
hurting-
proof.
He did that.
Yeah.
It's hurting
Without
his
even
image
proof.
without him even having any
Yeah.
say in it.
Yeah, so
and
it's
I think-
like it's crazy, man.
And then they also have, at least on the paperwork, they have a lot of evidence or lack of evidence proving that Tory Lanez is the one who
exactly.
shot Meg Thee Stallion.
So it's a lot of things are starting to turn around, for the better
Yeah,
for
I
Tory.
I
You
think-
know what I mean?
I think people are being really hypocritical in this because guess what happened? Remember when Tory did what an artist would do and dropped an album explaining it? They killed them. But Megan every other week is going on Twitter telling her side, but people not keeping the same. Some people are tired of it, but people aren't keeping the same energy. Like
Do you think it's power though, like because of Rock Nation?
Oh,
and
100%,
everything like that?
100%,
100%.
100%. Yeah, Rock Nation, they know what they're doing, bro. Jay-Z knows what he's doing. He's doing it So it looks like Megan is innocent and Tory is the one at fault, but we really don't know the true story. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out sooner or later.
Also, we in a time where it's just like, you know, we in the Me Too movement. So
right.
you know, right now, women, they come out and say something like that.
They're
rocking with
them.
that.
Right.
Bro.
You
They're rocking with that.
You gotta believe them
Let's
until
put
proven innocent.
Let's put ourselves in a victim's standpoint. Jack, something happens to you. Okay, it's not making it personal, but something happens to you. You go out and you tell your story. Are you going from A to Z in your story, whether you're telling it to social media or you're telling it to the police? If something happened to you, let's say something just traumatic happened to you, you go online, you traumatic. Are you giving every detail from A to B?
I'm going A through Z. I'm saying the stuff I said that I messed up on. I'm doing all of that. Yeah, I mean, if I was really traumatized and I was really hurt about that, I would say everything.
One thing
every
about
thing.
a person when they're really traumatized and they want to tell their story,
they'll say everything.
They're telling you everything because guess what? They're not thinking about, I can't say this or not. They are emotionally, look, he did this. And bro, another thing, I look at how things are being handled. Until they had a marketing strategy behind her being shot, she was quiet. When they found out, how can we market this situation before you open your mouth? Before you open, remember, first, she put a statement and said someone shot her with the intent to harm her. Didn't say who. Then she went on live and said it was Tory. And then from there, every story came out, but it came following a rollout. Yeah. Right. The way something, I always look at the way, because look how Rihanna handled that. Rihanna didn't when
that happened, it was just like
it was what it was.
You seen it though, like
look, she didn't do no interviews exposed.
Only with
people, she was truly traumatized.
She handled it. I'm not saying Megan didn't get shot or Megan wasn't hurt, but I look at the way people handling stuff, and you can still be morally incorrect even when you're the victim.
Yeah,
you can be a victim and wrong too. I'm not saying she deserved to be shot, but what I'm saying is the way you handle things, you don't get to freely be morally incorrect just because you're the victim.
Right.
The way she's handling this and exploiting it, okay, it's her situation. I guess you can exploit the situation.
Like this too.
But
I mean, if I've been shot by somebody I just was dating, why would I be on live? Why would I would be so traumatized? I would be so traumatized. I wouldn't want to say anything. I wouldn't want to come out until this is over and done with.
Right.
For you to come out and use this as a scheme of trying to get out.
Speaking of that, she also every time
trying to marketing tool.
Look,
like,
every time something bad happens to her, it could be has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with the whole situation, but she'll blame it on Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Yes.
Every time something bad happens, she's blaming it on Tory Lanez. That's one thing. Another thing, on the paperwork, they were saying that there are witnesses that were not involved in the situation that said Tory Lanez did not shoot Meg Thee Stallion. But now we don't know if the witnesses, because it says something about like a witness that was not involved. So it could be somebody that was out in the street, or it could be the security guard or Meg's friend that was in the car. Exactly. I don't know. But they're saying that Tory did not shoot Meg. And then they were also talking about the gun residue or something like that.
Yeah.
That it was on Tory, but it was also on other people. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of evidence that
it's pretty much all over the car.
Right,
so
right.
You can't point blank at one person.
And also another thing, she said she was walking out of the car, right? So you're walking away from the car and you get shot. How are you gonna know who shot you? You know, and that's another thing. They're saying she's saying that Tory shot her.
Aside from that, you want to know. This could all be easily and well over. The reason this is dragged out is because of guess who?
Rock Nation.
No, not that too, but guess who? Megan.
Megan
could have went to the police.
She's latching on to this as
the police are struggling to find evidence because Megan won't. She's dry snitching. She's snitching through social media. If you went, because they don't have a witness because she not. I'm not telling her to be a snitch, but what I am saying is we can't be mad at the system or Tory. If Tory gets off, it's because of Megan. Don't be mad at Tory when he get off. Don't be mad at the police. They trying. I don't know what they're doing, but if Megan was so adamant about this,
right? If she really wants him to
go
go
talk to the police.
Yeah, exactly.
She has not
been on record. First thing I would have did.
She has not
shot me, bro.
Exactly, because look how successful Rihanna test. Nobody look at Rihanna and say, "Oh, she a snitch." Chris Brown was wrong in what he did, and he needs to pay for that.
He admitted it.
Thank you.
He admitted his wrong.
So Megan
and
trying
this man
to
ain't coming out saying, "Yo, I shot this girl. Like I did this. I'm sorry."
So I feel like
let me do my time. But
I feel like in this situation there is a victim and there is somebody that shot her. But what I will say is we can't tear down one side and big up another just because she's the victim.
Right.
This whole situation is messy because of all parties.
We got to see it in both perspectives.
So I will stay. You know how people are siding with Megan just because it's the most popular. I will stay neutral because we don't know anything because she hasn't given me enough. Her story is shaky. Tory hasn't given us enough. We just gotta wait for the trial.
Well, Tory can't say anything.
True.
So I'm gonna stay neutral as well. But I'm leaning towards Tory. I don't think Tory did it. I really don't think Tory did it.
I'm not even gonna say if I don't think he did it or not. I'm gonna say neutral because guess what? We weren't there.
Right,
only thing I can judge is what we have proof of, and what do we have proof of? The way they're handling it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm seeing because the way she's handling it, I feel like is very.
It's messy, man. It's really
Especially,
Something's just not right.
it's
It's
not.
right.
So I'm gonna stay neutral in this because guess what?
Well,
I'm looking at the way you handle it.
It looks like she's latching onto the situation to get more publicity out of it. You know.
I think it's dried up by now. You know, I think people at this point are starting to look at it like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yo?
No, and right
This
when it's
man
about,
shoot you or not?
right when it's about to be over everybody's head, and she brings it back. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She just keeps bringing it back.
Whenever she gets attacked by fans, you want to know why the fans are attacking you? They're not attacking you because they're bullying you. We are frustrated because you keep. It's like somebody teasing you, trying to show you what's in the box, but then they snatch it away from you. I would get frustrated 7 months later. The fans are tired of you talking in code, and then dangling us to care. We want to care, but can you be 100% honest in one take? Do we got to get? I feel like we watching an anime with chapters.
People starting to see through the bull, man.
Every chapter, we get a new piece of the story. You know, she did a interview with GQ, where she then said that Tory offered her and her friend money to be quiet. Why didn't you say that the first time? Why did you have to? Why did you save that story for GQ?
Right.
That seems very. Why did you save that for the magazine?
And on top of that,
interview?
it's a different story every time.
Why did you save that?
Is he say?
That would have been one of the main things I would have said. And he did it because he offered me. Why did you wait months later to then expose that in a GQ interview? Why you ain't tell that to?
On top of that, she said
why you ain't tell that to the police?
Messages saying he's sorry and about. I'm like, why? Come on, man. Like, that just don't make any sense. If you know he did it, just say he did it.
She was comfortable enough to sit down with GQ and tell him that. But she can't go sit with the police and tell him that. If you talking about you doing this for black women? You talking about you doing this for black women?
Say the whole thing and get it over with.
Were you saying you're doing this for black women? Not really. If you're not going to the courts about this.
If you're not really handling it,
and it's women out here really going through that on a daily basis, bro. Like, and you sitting here prolonging it, like, oh, it's
using
cool.
it
Like
as
it's a
marketing scheme,
Exactly.
making money out of it,
Yeah, because guess what? We humans.
And on top of that, you putting another man's life that has a family, has a daughter,
at risk.
That has a whole
At
career.
You know what I mean? Like, you're demolishing his career to gain and big
to make
your
more
own,
money for
you know
yourself.
what I mean?
That's
That too,
cool. Flaws.
but
really
I'm not
flawed.
even.
But
I'm not
that's
even. Look, I'm not even gonna make her accountable for what she's doing in his career and his self.
But
It's what she's doing to herself.
Plays a big part in it, though.
Yeah, no. Everything
Before
you
that, he had a
Yeah.
squeaky clean record. This
Yeah.
man was doing podcast, not podcast, he was doing live, Instagram live.
Yeah,
it was big.
yeah.
This was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Again, look.
No, look. The main reason why this is still a thing is strictly because Tory Lanez can't speak about it.
Yeah, he wants to speak.
Yeah, bro.
That's the
because
main thing.
Because guess what? Tory has not been proven guilty yet, but he's already paying for it.
Right. Yep.
And he can't. He's already paying because the what is it called? The jury of the people. The whatever that quote they say. The whatever political jury. I don't know. Who knows? Somebody will correct us in the comments. But they are judging him, and he can't defend himself or speak. So, because I think he has a gag order. He is paying for it without even being proven guilty.
Yeah,
so I
that
think.
sucks.
How can you put a gag order against somebody that said you're supposed to be speaking, but you're going out and doing the same thing? I think both parties should have the same.
Either both parties can talk or both parties can't speak.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I think
you're already putting a perspective in everybody's head. So what? Look, she's already putting a perspective in everybody's head. So when Tory finally gets to speak, everybody's gonna be like, "Nah, it's too late. We already heard Meg's side."
Yeah,
So it's just not
really,
fair.
It's really not.
So
giving
bottom
him a
line,
chance
it's
to,
gonna
like,
come down to the court, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's gonna be. Like,
No, but sadly, when it does come down to the
innocent or
court,
guilty.
it's still gonna
people
be
still
on
gonna have
Megan's
their
side.
opinion.
Yeah.
Because
I think honestly,
still gonna be on Megan's side, bro.
honestly,
No,
they're
it's
gonna
still-
have their opinion, but you're gonna have more clarity on the
Yeah,
situation.
but you know, there's
But
a lot
the
of people,
damage will always- the
Tory,
damage will
Tory
be
paid
done.
the judge, or
Change.
something like that. You know how it always is.
Yeah.
It's always like
yeah,
that.
the damage will always be done, and it sucks that both can't be. You know, the innocent until proven guilty. I feel like both should be held to equal standards.
Right.
Whether you're
that's
the victim, you can't be the victim if you're not proven to be the victim
can get
yet.
through it,
Yeah.
I think Tory could be alright. You know,
But we talking about Chris Brown here, though, boy.
and he actually did
That's
it.
a
You know what I
different-
mean?
That's a different
Chris Brown was a
situation.
way bigger artist.
And
than
think
Tory.
about it. Think about it. Chris Brown, no dig on Justin Bieber. Chris Brown had that lane. Chris Brown should be way bigger than he is now if that didn't happen.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because he
That took a
I ain't
big
gonna lie,
damage
yeah.
off him.
He was successful, but
I
I
mean,
feel like he could have been
I ain't
bigger.
gonna lie,
He had a lot. It
man
was
was
that
doing movies
the
and
fight.
all.
The
Yeah.
fight with Drake at the club.
Yeah.
That was another.
I
thing.
really think he would have been way bigger than he would have been a force to be reckoned with. He would have
yeah.
been like
people were saying he was
Yeah.
the next Michael Jackson.
yeah.
Just so-
He got hits because the streets love him.
Yeah, his image got.
Yeah,
messed
yeah,
it up.
that
Messed it
affected
up
it
real
heavy.
big time, real big time, big time.
I think what he needed was I think he needed the Drake package. So I think Rihanna, what I mean by the Drake package is how Drake saved Meek Mill's career by linking back up with him. Oh, did you know that?
Oh, he did. They did. They made
But
no
they did,
guidance.
though.
They
Yeah.
made no guidance.
Hey,
and
Bump.
that's a banger. I
Hey,
love no
Bump,
guidance.
you want to know what's crazy? Because you know they count streams as sales now. 50% of that album Meek Mill dropped came from just that one single. 50% of his sales came from that one single that he did with Drake. 50% of the album sales was accounted to
going
that.
bad. Going
Yeah,
bad?
that.
Yeah.
But I think if Rihanna and Chris Brown would have probably got back together and did music and stuff together, people would have been more
I mean,
easily
they
willing to
did it a
forgive him.
couple years later.
Yeah, they kind of meet
They
up
were chilling at basketball games and
on a
like that,
professional
you know.
level. If they did an album or something
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
people would have. I guess.
Oh, that would go crazy.
Yeah, if they would have did a joint album together.
Just because
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
just
that
know
would have been fire, bro.
just
That
because you
would've
know
been
about the
fire,
history
bro.
of what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a real situation, and I'm pretty sure that's something. Even though we can forgive Chris Brown,
We can't forget.
we can't forget it. So I think yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Chris Brown been he been on point.
Yeah, he been on. He been
That no
pretty good.
guidance really put him back on for sure though. That's a banger of a song, bro.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Okay, now we talked about who had we talked about artists who we think had the next decade unlock. Okay, now name an artist that is in sudden death mode. Sudden death mode mean
That they have to do something or else
if
it's
they
done.
the next project they drop, if it don't hit, this could be.
I mean, definitely we can throw the Migos in there real
Okay, the Migos. The Migos. We
Migos
talked.
over with, bro.
Anybody we haven't talked about that they like, if they don't hit it with this one,
Meek Mill too.
Meek Mill, yeah.
Meek Mill, you on the edge.
G Herbo?
Meek,
Nah, G Herbo ain't never make it.
I'm
He never make
He
it.
never.
I'ma say this.
Nah.
gonna say this, and it's gonna hurt me to say this, but Lil Wayne, I feel like we only gave him this.
I can't even say
Yeah,
that because you
we
know what?
we only gave him this many tries only because he's Lil Wayne. If it was
Let's
anybody
be
else,
honest, though. He's making music for the fun of it, though. He's making music for the fun of
look,
it, though.
stop having fun, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. He's not.
Like,
It's not even.
bruh.
This man been doing this since he was
Playtime is over.
13.
Playtime
bro.
is over.
It-
for
it's-
real.
it's-
Like at this point, he's
It's the
already
fan-
solidified.
It's the fandom.
See,
Okay,
like,
okay.
I don't want to. I hate bringing back like the previous week, but this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes out to everything Lil Wayne has put versus everything
Let's-
Kanye West has put.
Let's dead
Lil
that.
Wayne
Let's
has
make it
had
even bigger.
Lil
I
Wayne-
say-
going back to this?
Why are you back to this?
Hey, I say Travis Scott right now.
That's
True.
no
3 years.
3 years, and he
I'm
hasn't put.
gonna be honest. Remember now, the single that he dropped didn't do that good. Now
What single?
The one he recently
I was gonna say,
dropped with
Tecca.
Franchise.
yeah,
franchise.
Yeah, franchise. didn't do good.
Franchise did good.
So he got.
Drake, I mean, Jack,
Marketing wise,
Jack,
yeah, he's there.
It didn't do
But
good.
album.
Okay, but it's a single at the end of the. I mean,
go.
it did good, but it's
Yeah.
not a good
Yeah.
single in my opinion.
Yeah, let's not go back to.
But
to
look,
that.
no, check me out. Check me out.
'Cause, well,
Look,
we're-
Travis Scott that's not a
Yeah,
good
I
one to
just
put.
messing with you.
That man, every single album he has put, whether you want to say it or not, has
Who?
done
What man?
successful. Travis Scott.
Oh, you talk.
Every album he's
Wait,
put
wait,
out
wait.
was successful.
Okay, look. When you talk about hip hop, successful don't cut it. You fighting with Goliaths.
I'm talking about
successful,
if your album hits platinum, you're successful.
bro.
Do you agree or no?
We talking about, bro. We talking about hip hop. Okay, is hip hop the number one genre out right now?
No. What we're talking about right now
Look,
is
look.
if your next project flops, that you're done for. That's not.
You
Travis
said
Scott.
successful. That don't cut it in hip hop right now. Successful don't.
Nah, Nick Cannon ain't never
Yeah,
go
but
platinum.
no,
boy.
but-
He never went platinum, boy.
Well, yeah,
So,
no.
I don't think he went
That's
gold.
irrelevant. I don't know what you're talking about.
What did he say?
He said, did Nick
Nick
Cannon's
Cannon-
album
It's
go
a joke,
platinum?
it's a joke.
Now that you don't, he kind of look. Hey, what
Hey,
movie was
chill,
that?
chill.
That
The drumming one?
yeah.
Drumline. Yeah,
Yeah.
Drumline.
Are you-
Okay. Go
We
ahead.
may
Hit
have
us
to
with
do
a beat real
We have
quick.
to do a parody with you in that, Dale.
No, bro. What I'm saying, we're talking about whoever next album flops that they're done for. Travis Scott is
Yeah,
he's at his
He
top.
ain't, he ain't done for it, but it is very anticipated. But we're not talking about
Right, it's
anticipated.
anticipated.
It's very anticipated because we want to like it's.
Yeah,
I put,
we just
I-
basically saying this
yeah.
is his last chance, basically.
Yeah.
Not
There's nothing
last.
else after
I
this.
put him in the same box.
No,
as,
I'm not talking about. I'm just
yeah.
talking about other artists.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
talking about Travis no more.
with that before we
Y'all
get back
made
into
good
that,
points.
I put him where I put Roddy Rich. You killed it with your previous.
I know exactly who I will put.
I want
actually.
to. Oh, who?
Lil Yachty. I don't know.
Oh, he been going for me.
He
been going for me.
He's. I agree.
He been going for me. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That Oprah's bank account. That song was actually pretty good. I mean, he had Drake in it. Yeah.
Right.
And the
Drake
baby,
had to
so-
save it, bro.
Right, and the baby. But
Hey, for your comeback single, when you gotta choose Goliath just to get it on the charts, that ain't good. He had to choose the two hottest just to get up there, and it was the video.
I
The
haven't
video
even heard
was.
the album yet for Lil Yachty. So
Is it safe to say? Oh, it was just at the tip. Pause. It was who? It was somebody I was just about to say.
yeah, my fault. I cut you off.
No, you good. Your point is valid just as well as everybody. Everybody.
I was gonna say Rick
a
Ross.
stake.
What year are you in, bro? We got.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
French Montana.
Oh, what?
Oh, you know who I'm actually?
They're done.
You know who I'm gonna put? No, you know who I'm gonna put?
Him in
I'm
that
gonna put Ray
category,
Shremmerd.
bro.
Ray
Like-
Shremmerd. And they broke up. So Sway Lee, they still because Slim Jimmy, I haven't heard.
To me, they kind of been off the edge.
Right, I haven't heard of Slim Jimmy anymore.
Gucci
but Sway
Mane.
Lee-
Is it safe to?
Not even Gucci.
Boy,
though.
Gucci man.
Bro, y'all, what year are both of y'all on?
But
bro?
how did you
That's
get on this show?
Yeah, that's years
Hey,
ago.
is it
2010s right
is
now.
it safe to say?
I was gonna say,
Is it safe to say Kodak, or we gotta give him a chance? He just.
No, you gotta give him a chance.
Yeah,
You
we
gotta give
never
him a
really
chance.
had
He
a
just got
chance.
out.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, man. A lot of these artists are
Yeah,
much on it. There's a
yeah.
lot of artists on the edge. Just can't even name one.
Fair
bro.
to say we could. Fair to say we could put.
Tekka.
We could put
Because a lot
Tory
of these-
Lanez in there as
A
well.
lot of these guys are like one hit wonders. Maybe
Well,
two
Tory Lanez
hits.
in a very special
Yeah.
position right now with the blacklist and everything.
Right,
But okay,
right, right.
so far, who do we got on the list? We got the Migos. We agree on that.
Migos, Meek Mill.
Meek Mill,
You said Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Only
That's a
Lil-
special-
Oh, man, Lil Wayne in that Rick
Yeah.
Ross situation,
But I
bro.
think Lil Wayne's already
Rick
solidified.
Ross
Yeah,
put out an
he's-
album
he's
too.
already solidified.
He said
Yeah.
ain't do that
Look,
good.
okay, I'm not even gonna talk about albums because he just dropped Funeral. I mean Carter's. He has been squeaky clean with his Carters.
Oh yeah, all his Carters are flawless.
If the next
Yeah.
the next Carter, give me Carter Wayne, because Wayne likes to experiment. Because like Bump said, he likes to have fun with his music. Experiment with the I'm Not a Human, whatever. Experiment with those. You may hit something, but please do not play with the Carter. Do not play with that album.
Yeah.
The Carter, don't mess up
Hey,
that.
I don't agree with putting Wayne in the bubble though, man. That's like come
No,
on.
no. I'm not putting him in a bubble.
He's talking
I'm
about
talking
strictly-
from a
he's
fan,
talking-
from a
yeah,
fan
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
You've given us for the past few years. You've given us the auto tune Wayne. Just please, can we get a?
Right.
Can we
I know
get?
exactly. I know exactly. What
I'm
you're
so
talking
done with that
about.
auto tune,
You
man.
know,
I'm done with
artists
that shit,
experiment. They
Yeah.
usually experiment with the album, but when it comes to their
babies,
like their
that
2s
Carter,
and their 3s and their 4s, like the Carter
I
or
need
like
that.
Kid Cudi's what is it? Kid on the Moon. Like
Yeah.
it's stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
when you make more of those, you gotta
Because Wayne is very good.
you gotta be good at
with,
those.
Wayne has a bunch of like series of albums. He's really good with keeping a specific theme with each album. Like with the I'm Not a Human, he has a theme with what type of music he puts on that. That theme that he has with the Carter, the 5 was good, but that one's weird to me because it was really dated. Like a lot of those songs
Yeah,
were
he
like,
did a lot of long a while ago.
I feel like a lot has happened from that time and since his drop that he could speak about. And I want.
Can we throw Thug in there? Young Thug?
I was thinking about Young Thug, but I don't know.
He's not teetering right now.
He's on his own lane. He just,
Yeah,
he really just does him.
I think because he had. I don't know.
You could say that about a lot of
can we put
artists.
Yeah, you
Future?
can.
Can we
There's a
put
lot of
Future?
artists in the
Yes,
own
we could
lane.
put Future.
We could put Future.
Yes, we could put Future.
We could put Future in there.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, we could put
Future
Future.
in there,
That's a good one.
Future.
Yeah, we could put Future in there.
Future,
Yeah.
most definitely. Yeah,
Future.
Yeah,
I think we've been taking it kind of.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, them last couple projects, man.
We've been taking it iffy on him because we're such fandoms to where we just enjoying it because he's giving it to us.
You know who else we could put in? Lil Uzi
He ain't
Vert.
been doing better than
I
that.
think we got. I think
Only
we put in
thing
Lil
that's
Uzi.
saving
I
Future
like.
is
I like
memes.
2016
That's it.
Uzi.
bro.
I don't really. I'm not really rocking with this current Uzi. You know, it's a whole different.
Yeah, I mean, I never really got into Uzi like that, so I can't even really comment on that.
Yeah,
I never
old
Uzi doing
was-
his own thing,
Old
bro.
Uzi was
Uzi
his prime.
doing his own
SoundCloud
thing.
Uzi was.
Hey,
insane.
I ain't gonna lie, what's really annoying me, which it shouldn't matter because music is music. These deluxes, rappers keep trying to hit miss. Like, bro, you just don't stop calling it deluxe, bro. You dropped a whole nother album.
Let's say Lil Durk too, man.
Nah, look, Dirk ain't. He ain't. I don't think he.
Durk.
I don't even think Dirk is up there.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, he's not out there.
Not
Okay,
yet.
streetwise. Oh, okay. One last one. Okay, how can I word this? Because it's not fair. Because a lot of these street artists will never be mainstream for a lot of reasons, but we can't count them out the game. Let's just keep streets involved. We don't care about numbers or nothing.
Hold on, one more. I forgot.
All right.
6ix9ine. No, shut me out.
Bruh.
I'm hear you out.
He's
No. He got a point here to make.
Say what you want about 6ix9ine. A lot of people don't rock with him. I personally don't rock with him anymore either. But
Jack has a point.
all his songs were hits. This last album was a flop.
That last album.
Yeah, his latest album was a flop. I just said that. Now okay, I said that. Now if his next album is also a flop, then that's it. That he's literally on a sudden death as well.
So Jack, I want to ask you this question. Cause you Spanish. Well, Jose, you Spanish too. This probably ain't even got nothing to do with if you Spanish or not. It's just funny. It's just funny saying it.
I know you gonna say it too.
But strategically, do you think it was smarter? Because apparently he had a 2-album contract to drop in English or Spanish. Do you think it would have been smart for him to lay low in the hip hop scene for a minute, drop a Spanish album?
Yes.
Who we talking about? 6ix9ine?
6ix9ine.
Yes.
Because guess what? The Spanish album would have hit. He would have made songs with what's that guy?
Bunny.
His Spanish albums actually hit more
and
than like.
And I feel like if he would have dropped the Spanish album, the Spanish people don't care about snitching. It would have blew up.
No, check me out. Every Spanish song 6ix9ine has did was a hit.
It was a hit
Both of
though.
the songs that he made with
that, bro.
Anuel were bangers.
So do you think? I think it would have been smarter. They might want to sign me after this.
A lot of Mexicans came out. They was like, man, we not rocking with this dude, bro. Like,
True, but the thing about Spanish people, they got a huge population in South America, and they gonna run some numbers up.
Right.
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
And if it's good music, they gonna listen to it. I think Spanish people keep politics out their music. We so deep in politics.
And to be honest, 6ix9ine was never really big in America to begin with. All his money and all the streams came from Europe. So it all depends on what the Europeans.
So
really
if you were the label, if I'm the label, this is just my theory. I would have been like, let's lay low, because I think his ego just got to him too much. Let's lay low with the hip hop, because the one thing about hip hop, after a few years, they forget and forgive.
Hip hop
they
has that
forgive and
reputation.
forgive.
If you snitch, we're not gonna rock with you.
Yes, that. But in a few years, people quick to forget and forgive.
Right.
I think
it would have been smarter. I agree. I think it would have been smart for
True,
him to drop.
But then at the same time, we gotta understand. We gotta understand. We gotta detach hip hop from the streets. We gotta understand that now, when we speak of hip hop, we gotta include all these genres and races of. There's a lot of younger white kids that are into hip hop that play a part in it.
Of course.
All different races. So
They
when we
don't
say
really
hip hop
I
now,
realize a lot of them innocent kids are starting to
What
act
Bum
like
said
they
earlier,
in gangs.
what Bum said earlier, it's not even so much that he snitched. It's so much that he was portraying himself as a real gang. Like,
it
he
was
was
like
so
real serious,
like he
bro.
was saying he's so hard. Like nobody's gonna test his gang. So like. In his song, he was talking about killing people and not snitching.
and let's not even beat
I
around the
know it
bush.
was fake
The
when
album
he
was
tried to beef with
trash.
Chief
The
Keef.
quality of the
I
music
didn't
was
even-
rushed.
I didn't even hear the album.
It was rushed.
I literally didn't hear.
I think the quality is rushed. But let me just get through this point, and I want y'all opinion on it. If I'm the label, let's lay low with the hip hop. Drop a Spanish album. Run up those numbers, and guess what? Run up those numbers and connections, and
then
if you're proven to be this big mega superstar, you got connects. So now you can't be blackballed. I just dropped one of the hardest albums. I just went triple, quadruple platinum. Now guess what? People in the industry, he not getting blackballed. Well, that's money. So now when it's come around for him to drop the hip hop album, what happened to him being blackballed wouldn't have happened, because he would have made his label a lot of money. So he would put money behind him to promote him. He would have had industry people on lock, because industry mess with you when you popping. If he would have been popping from that Spanish album, and he would have then came and did drop the hip hop album,
numbers would still be there.
It would have been hot because he wouldn't have been blackballed because he
Right.
popping in the game. Because I think what is that? I'm sorry, the Spanish dude. He's popping right now. What's his name?
Anuel.
It's another one. No.
Oh, Bad Bunny. Yeah, but he's never made a song Bad
No,
Bunny.
I'm not
El
talking about
Jefe?
that. I'm just talking about how I think he just recently broke a record by having the first Hot 100, like number one Billboard from like a South American country. I think it was either him.
The songs he's made in Spanish were with Anuel, but another big artist is Bad Bunny. El Alfa's pretty big. Ozuna's pretty big.
I think it was Bad Bunny. I'm just talking about how
Bad Bunny's the biggest one right now.
I'm thinking about how right now that Spanish music.
Bad Bunny's the one that made the song with Drake.
It's possible for them to hit number one now without even needing the American market. So 6ix9ine could have been number one with his Spanish album. I think he should have went the Spanish album route first.
I think so too, because honestly this actually ruined him. I think because
Yeah.
you dropped this hip hop album and it flopped
Trash.
tremendously.
I think
tremendously.
he kind of had it.
Now when it goes to the Spanish album, they're still gonna be on that mindset like, yo, your last album flopped. Like, you know, if your last album was flopped,
he was
we're not really
dissing a lot of
if he
hip-hop
would have went the
artists, though. He had
Spanish
to go the
route,
hip-hop way, though.
I'm pretty sure the Spanish would have done way better than the hip hop one. And then the buzz that it has from the Spanish one, it was continue on to the hip hop one.
And then I feel like he also had this undefeated aura around him. How he was trolling heavy before he got locked
11
up,
for 11,
and he was still hitting it.
Yeah.
I think him being defeated with egg on his face and how he dipped off social media when his album did 50K.
Yeah,
that was like a defeat. That was like.
He handled it
That was
wrong
like
too.
that's like
Yeah.
surrendering, bro.
Yeah.
Like white flag, bro.
So I feel
What
like
he should have done was
kinda
laughed
gave
about
up
it. That's
instead
what he
of
should have done.
like-
The way he looked like a sore loser.
I feel like
people aren't
this.
gonna rock with that either.
I feel like that ended that whole streak of people riding with him. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he talking all this
You
crap,
ain't see
but
nobody
he's
trolling no more either.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he-
no, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he hasn't been on social media at all. Only time I seen him on social media was when, like Lil Durk was talking about King Von or something, and he was.
Oh
still
yeah, I don't
commenting
even
about
want to
it.
get into. He said some this, yo.
You know, that's all he does. He's still trolling. He
Heavy.
doesn't care. Yeah, it's crazy.
And I was at a point to where he trolling, and it's not even benefiting you no more, dude. You're not. It
You're
ain't.
just trolling to hate now. It's
Yeah,
just,
nah.
This man was disrespecting a world champion boxer in the club, bro. Remember you seen that?
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, dude, you serious, dog? Like, you doing all this? You want to get knocked out for fame?
yeah, that's crazy.
It's not
bro.
that serious, bro. I'm not
Hey.
playing with a
He
dude
more
like
about
that, bro.
showing
You serious?
face
Hey,
than
I'm finna
just,
predict
like-
this right now. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is so off topic, but who cares? Gervonta Davis is scheduled to. They trying to put this fight together against Ryan Garcia.
It's not happening anymore. Ryan Garcia already announced he's fighting Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Dang.
Who's fighting Manny Pacquiao?
Ryan Garcia.
Wait, Ryan Garcia is fighting Manny Pacquiao?
Mhm.
You lying?
No.
Are you?
It's official. It's
Wait, wait,
official.
they-
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Oh, for real?
It's official. Ryan Garcia is fighting Manny
I ain't gonna
Pacquiao.
lie. If Ryan Garcia lose that fight,
That he's done. He's
Bro.
done.
done, bro.
You want to know what?
But he's not gonna lose. He's not gonna lose.
I think.
Don't underestimate Pacquiao.
no. Pacquiao's my
Yo,
favorite boxer.
You can't underestimate Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's my favorite
Yo.
boxer, but he's just.
This is
Think about it. He's
yo,
more experienced
no,
than Ryan
yeah.
Garcia.
Bro,
though.
this is
Not
so
moving as fast as he used to.
disrespectful.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is
He's
so
older.
disrespectful.
to the boxing. Yeah.
Not
to-
even you. The fans wanted this, and I think Ryan Garcia. Look, Ryan Garcia knows he's gonna lose, but he don't. I ain't gonna try to put race into it. He don't want his first loss to be to this black Gervonta Davis. He want his first loss to be to Manny Pacquiao because
think-
it's easier to swallow.
I don't think he'll
Manny
lose to
Pacquiao winning, bro.
Bro, you gotta think of it like this. Manny Pacquiao is way past his prime. He don't have that power that he used to have. Ryan Garcia has power.
Hey,
say what you want. Ryan
look,
Garcia has power.
You want to know
Pacquiao
another
got
thing?
the power, he just
You-
don't have the speed.
The only
Jack,
thing,
another-
Ryan Garcia has
Jack,
speed.
Jack,
Ryan Garcia is
Jack,
fast.
talking about Pacquiao.
Another thing
He's
he has is a soft jaw, and we seen that in his last fight.
Yeah, he does have
That rookie
he
dropped
finally
you.
got touched and yeah.
Dropped you, and that
Yeah.
was, if that was an experienced boxer that dropped him, he wasn't getting up.
Yeah.
If Manny Pacquiao drop him, he not getting up.
Oh,
And Pacquiao got
This
the
is-
power, he
this-
just don't have the speed no more.
if Ryan Garcia loses to Manny Pacquiao, all the talk about Ryan Garcia
Look,
is over. It's
You
over.
got to understand. Mayweather didn't knock Pacquiao out.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia is not knocking Pacquiao out.
Oh no.
So what I'm saying is Ryan Garcia has been proven to have a soft jaw.
Yeah.
He's fast, but guess what?
But then again, Mayweather never really
fast
had
don't
power to
get you,
begin
man.
with.
If
He
you-
did. He remember he hurt his hands.
he's messed up
Mayweather
his
was knocking
hands,
people
yeah.
out. He hurt his
Yeah.
hands. So
He messed
Mayweather
up his hands
said
early.
strategically that he wasn't trying to go for knockouts because when
That's when
Buddy
he started making
look,
more defensive
hey,
moves.
when Buddy headbutted him and busted lip and he knocked dude out, he was punching to try to knock him out. Mayweather said he don't try to go for knockouts because he's trying to the longevity of his hands.
Right.
But he's still winning fights. He's being strategic. A champion is a collective of a bunch of good things coming together. But as far as Mayweather want to knock somebody out, he definitely can. It's
All right.
just is he willing to have his hand, you know?
Like,
So, but
go
what,
through all
from
that
what I'm hearing
damage.
is y'all aren't liking the way Ryan Garcia went to go fight someone
Nah,
older,
bro.
right? Okay, but
I need
this is what
Gervonta.
That's what I wanted you to
I don't
say.
even care about the age thing. My thing is,
Yeah.
if there's a fight
Right,
that
that
could
people wanna
happen
see-
that
yeah.
you're taking away from us.
I mean, let's be
Okay,
honest.
but
He's
look.
dodging Javante. Then.
Of
Okay,
course.
but
He's
hear
dodging
me out.
his
He
ass.
bit off
say-
something he can't.
You
Yeah.
say
bully
you say
dodging.
you don't like the way this like where Ryan Garcia went with it, but let's be honest, did Mayweather not do the same thing?
He's done that,
He fought,
but the
fighters
people
out
that
of
he's
his
fought
prime.
were also still great fighters that were
Right.
on his level.
Yeah.
This dude is
Ryan
fighting
Garcia has not
Pacquiao.
had a major fight yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
but it wasn't like Mayo was fighting Scrubs.
Right. Yeah, but he was out of
Plus,
the prime. But,
Mayweather went where the money was. He a businessman first.
yeah.
If me fighting him, I'm gonna get a bigger percentage out of fighting this person. I'm gonna go with him because I care about the money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a bigger percentage out of him than I'm gonna get out of him.
Okay, and then also, but
I don't know
remember-
how many years I got left in this game.
Remember when Mayweather retired and he came back and he
Oh,
fought?
he always
He
do
fought.
that.
He fought some scrub, just for.
It wasn't no
just-
scrub, but wait, you talking about the person he fought in Japan?
Yeah.
that one.
That
and,
don't count.
And he fought some. He fought some black guy, I think. Actually,
Damn,
That-
you calling him a scrub?
That-
Look, what he did that to put another black person on. It wasn't because he didn't care about. He even said it. I'ma get him some money. Adrian Broner. He did that.
No, he didn't fight Adrian.
That was
Broner.
Adrian
It was
Broner.
Adrian.
Who did he fight?
It was somebody else.
It was somebody else. It was an actual nobody. It was like a nobody.
I think it was a black person he fought that he strategically said he put him on to get some money. It was a black person he fought.
It was
yeah.
Birdo something though.
Yeah, it was something.
It was to get him some money to put him on. Like he gonna get a big percentage by fighting me. But I think how do we get on Mayweather? Oh yeah, but the Ryan Garcia thing.
Been postponed.
Yeah,
right?
But what I was just finna say really quick was, wouldn't this be lit like some WrestleMania stuff if Ryan Garcia came out with 6ix9ine? Cause remember who did 6ix9ine see when his album dropped? He was hanging with Ryan Garcia. Remember that?
Both Mexican.
Oh, hey, who should Javante?
But I don't think he gonna rock with it. I don't think Ryan Garcia gonna
Hey,
rock with it.
Ryan Garcia don't want that reputation.
No,
he don't want that no
but he
more.
was already doing it though. He posted 6ix9ine on his Instagram.
Recently?
When the album dropped a couple months ago, they was hanging out.
I mean, that's when he had a chance, but now that you done flop, I gotta get off you.
But who would you want Javante to rap for him, bringing it to the ring? Who?
He gonna go with like guys like Meek Mill.
Nah, he needs something.
It gotta be somebody 6ix9ine beef with heavy.
Oh really?
Lil Durk.
I thought. Nah, I feel like I could see. Nah, that would be dangerous, bro. I can see.
That's the hype part.
I can see. I can see him bringing out Lil Baby.
Hey, nah.
Just
not really going
Streets
into.
Unlocked. I'm not talking about off of beef. I'm
I
talking about.
I just felt like some WrestleMania stuff. Like, he bringing out 6ix9ine, and Javante got beef with 6ix9ine.
But I ain't gonna lie, Lil Durk and and 6ix9ine coming out together with Ryan Garcia and Javante, that'd be crazy.
Oh yeah,
that's dangerous.
Hey, Vince McMahon, book it. Book it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. For that money, you think? Come on, man. That's millions on the table right there.
Hey, they supposedly gave Mayweather 20 to fight Big Show.
That's
What?
great.
20 M's to get.
Yeah.
To fight Big Show.
Mike Tyson 20 money back in the day for that too. Same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Mike Tyson, y'all think this trilogy happening?
Nah, it don't need to happen.
You don't think it's happening?
After that
I think. Well, Mike Tyson looked like he still wanted to fight. I don't know. Roy Jones didn't look like he wanted to fight.
See, Mike Tyson need to fight somebody.
No,
that
it's
really
somebody
wanna
else.
fight,
I think it's the Holyfield guy. That one he bit the ear off.
Oh.
They've been said.
That I want to see.
That's what I'm talking about.
They can't be like
That
they
fight
can't
was
be like a
sound.
Roy
That's what
Jones
I'm
Jr.
talking
fight
about.
Where they just walking around.
And didn't Mike Tyson lose to him twice?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did?
I know. I think
so.
once. I think maybe once.
Is
I
it
don't know
one
if it was a
to-
rematch.
is it a
or not. I'm not
1-1
sure.
or-
It was a long
No,
time
I think-
ago.
No, I think it
one.
was one, and then they ended that fight
Because he bit his ear off.
Yeah,
So Mayweather,
yeah.
I mean not Mayweather. Mike Tyson never beat him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I think they in works because the dude Holyfield said he down. I think they just focusing on numbers right now.
When he was saying Mike Tyson's still scared of him, so I don't.
He might be.
Shit.
Because Mike Tyson on his podcast, he speaks a lot about him. He said he's always scared before he go into the ring. That's why he wins. He says he's afraid. He's not arrogant when he get in that ring. But yeah, I think this was a great pod, man. I think we
ready to wrap it up, man.
Hey, yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did. This was a good one for sure. All right, man. I'm your host, Jack LaFlame.
Your boy back, man. Bump.
Pretty boy Dev.
Your boy Too Loud Jay in the building.
Had to step in this
We
thing
out.
one
We
time.
out. Yes, sir.
Woo back. Woo back, baby.
Yeah, we good.
All right,
We good.
so